and welcome to Famicast 216, your Famicast for, what is this, the latter part of February 2022. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined, as always, by James Charlton.
I'll tell you what for it, mate. Famicast to go, baby.
That's right.
We're doing it. We're doing it live for a change.
That's it. And we're also joined by Ty Sugart.
Oh, yes. Time to stare into the anime abyss. Let's go.
Yes, that's right. And today we have a very, very special guest. We've talked about him for the past couple of months. All around great guy. He has a lot of cool stuff that he posts on Twitter, and I'm really happy that he can be here today. None other than Genki JP.
Hey guys, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm Genki, and I like to tweet stuff on Twitter about Japan and games.
Yeah.
What do you like Japan? Question mark. We all like Japan.
Yeah, we all love Japan. That's why we decided to live here. For some reason.
We are Japan, and so can you.
That's it. Just before we actually get started, Genki, I had a question for you. So, what is, just so people can maybe get to know you a little bit better, what is your favorite game of all time?
Oh, my favorite game of all time. Oh, pick one.
Or you can do a
Pikmin 1, got it.
You can cheat.
I can pick a few, right? Then cheat.
Or like James said, Pikmin 1, got it.
I do like Pikmin, but that's not my favorite. I'd say Wind Waker. I like Wind Waker. I just like the art style of Wind Waker, the cartoony art style a lot. And also Ocarina of Time. It's more of a nostalgia thing because I played that when I was a kid. Sure. And it's one of the first Zeldas I could actually play. I actually owned because I didn't own I played the older ones, like the SNES ones, but I didn't own them. So Ocarina of Time. And then also I like Resident Evil 4 and Last of Us. So I'll just give those as my favorites.
Your favorite game is 5 games, got it.
No, yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. And yeah, it looks like we do got a couple of folks up in the chat. James Allen's there. James Allen is there. J-Cat's in there. Welcome, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Not a problem.
But yeah, and yeah, J-Cat said, "Hey, yo, Genki, yo."
Nice.
Oh, hey, J-Cat. It's Jody.
All right. Nice. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and get things started with some new business.
All right.
And to kick things off today, Ty, would you get us started?
Oh yeah. Let's see. What have I been playing? On my short list here, I got Lethal League Blaze. Have you guys played Lethal League before?
No, but I have some screens of that. Like I'd never even heard of it until now, and I'm getting ready to throw some of those up.
I remember it. No, I think I told you guys about the first one many years ago. It's like a fighting game, but it's also like driving a golf ball in a tile bathroom.
We've all been there.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I'm pretty sure they did that on Jackass. So
did this come out on April 20th something time? Why is it 420? Why is it Blaze it?
Okay, so this is a quote fighting game where you basically hit this ball around, and if it hits you, you die.
Okay.
And it's really funny, and the more you hit it, the more speed it builds up, and it gets more and more dramatic. And
this game. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a demo. There's a demo of this on the eShop if you want to try it out.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's pretty sick. And this one has rollback netcode. It's good. It's this is actually the second one, so there's been a few changes. Let's see. So it actually has a life bar now, so you don't necessarily die in one hit. I think you still do if the ball is going fast enough. But if you just get hit by a slow ball, it'll let you go.
Okay.
And it's very very colorful, very wacky. It's got a song by the Jet Grind Radio guy, who's always shit posting on Twitter.
Really?
So that's the kind of art style. Yeah, you can see this looks very Jet Grind Radio, and it sounds like it too.
Cool.
That guy is literally on roller skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And So you can pick this game up and play it really fast. There's like no complicated special moves or anything like that. There's like a couple of different buttons, but basically you just hit the ball around, and it's awesome. It's kind of like in Smash Brothers, if you play on a custom stage or something that's completely enclosed, and you get somebody up to like 900%, and they ricochet around the level. It's kind of like that.
Right. That's a good way of describing it, actually.
Yeah, it's got that kind of manic flavor. So I think it's on sale on some platforms right now, and it's also on Xbox Game Pass, and it's on Steam, it's on Switch, it's on everything. So get it. It's good.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, because like I said, I didn't know anything about this until kind of prepping some stuff for the show. And if you're listening to the audio version, you probably were led into this segment with some music from this game. I think I set that up. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's a lot of cool music on there. Yeah, it definitely sounds great.
Yeah, it slaps. And this is like one of the best games to like just bust out with like a bunch of friends who've never seen it before, or maybe don't even play video games. It's very easy to pick up and play, and it's fun immediately. Yeah, cool. And these character designs are great too. I love them.
Yeah, totally sick. I like that. Yeah, right now, if you're listening to the audio version, you can't see this, but there's like a girl has like kind of like a mask on, and then like there's a robot like some pants and a big arm with a ball cap on, just like riding a skateboard. That's awesome.
Right. Do you have any pictures of the guy? I think his name's Candyman. He looks like a psychotic cartoon character. He's
maybe,
fun.
Maybe not. Well, he's in the middle. Yeah, it looks kind of like a Pac-Man, like a yellow, like a Pac-Man on drugs, maybe.
Yeah, you got it. And his animations are great too. They're very wacky. So yeah, great game.
Cool.
Try that. Very, very pick up and play, immediate fun.
It's a very cool game. It looks like the Bomber Cyberpunk game, like indie game, like Jet Set style, same style.
Yeah. It's like when I first started looking at pictures, like, wait, is that game? Did that come out already? What? But don't think it did.
Nope. No, I think this has been out for a while.
Yeah, probably. I think it said 2018.
Yeah. Well, is it that old, or is that the first one?
That's the first. These are pictures of the first one.
Oh no, this is Lethal League Blaze.
Okay. Oh, Blaze. Okay. Okay. Never mind.
The first one is Lethal League. The second one is Lethal League Blaze.
Gotcha. Okay, not Lethal League Blaze, Lethal League Blaze 2 or something. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
It's currently 20 bones on the American eShop, but yeah, 14 bones on Xbox.
Yeah, there's a big Xbox sale right now. I bought a whole bunch of games, and you're gonna hear about them probably on the next episode.
But it has been down to $10 on Switch at one point. Not right now, but it was. So it might come back down to that price another day.
Right. All right. Next game I've been playing. More Taiko no Tatsujin. Man, it's a grind to get all those achievements, but I'm getting better at the game, playing on Extreme. Hopefully one day I'll be one of those really cool guys that does it perfect.
Yo, it's crazy seeing like people play that game in the arcades, like bringing their own sticks and like all that type of stuff. It's insane.
Those really flexible kind of plasticky ones that they bring,
right?
Like they bend,
Yeah, I was like that for a while with Drum Mania. Maybe I'll be like that in Taiko. I don't know.
Who knows?
Just gotta play more.
Right.
I hope they get some more DLC out soon.
Yeah. Genki, have you played much Taiko no Tatsujin before?
Just at the arcades. I played it in the game centers. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, it was discounted down to almost free on Switch a while ago. I got it for like $5 or $10 or whatever. It was great.
I once tweeted a video of like a old geezer playing that on like Oni mode, extreme mode. It was absolutely insane. It's like that's what like everyone strives to be, right? When they're in their 60s and they're still in the arcade, like just killing everyone.
Hell yeah. Aging fighting game fans. Yep.
There you go.
That's us. And not really a Nintendo game, but King of Fighters 15 just came out, and I've been playing that. It's hype as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I got a couple of screens of that actually too, because it looks fantastic.
Yeah, and the music is amazing. Great. Yeah,
Like,
let's slap up the screens.
Yeah. What are some of the differences, or what are some of the things that they added to this that weren't in previous ones, or is it more the same, just like refined stuff, or?
Yeah, it's mostly the same. As with a lot of fighting games, like the inputs are a little bit more lenient, and there's like a little easy baby auto combo that they have in the game. It's not optimal, but it's a good starting point.
Sure.
Like if somebody does something unsafe, you can just hit like light punch, light punch, light punch, light punch, and do a pretty okay combo.
Okay.
One very cool thing about this is you can unlock the soundtracks for like almost all the old King of Fighters games and some others, and just like put them in the game for like which stage or which team or whatever. You can like rearrange the soundtrack to your liking.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really cool feature. It's a lot of work to unlock all of them, but it's very cool.
Wait, are we talking about Smash Brothers now? What are we talking about?
Yeah, very Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. Oh, yeah, you can do that in Smash Bros too, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, like you can put any song anywhere, which is a little more than what Smash lets you do.
No, I believe that was like a kind of late patch, right? Like
really? Did they patch that in?
Any track in any stage.
Okay, I guess I haven't played it recently. All right, well that rules. Yeah, a lot of characters. More DLC characters on the way. It was kind of expensive. It's like $60 plus 25 for the character pass.
Oh, okay.
But it looks and sounds great, and like I was having a lot of fun with it immediately. Yeah, old school Fatal. Yeah, the first time I played through story mode, I played through with Team Fatal Fury. Let's go. I haven't played all the characters yet. I have to kind of feel them out and decide what my team's gonna be. I like in the older King of Fighters. I like to play Terry and Iori a lot, but I don't know. I kind of want to go for some shitlord zoner now. We'll see. We'll see how I go.
Yeah, like I know for me, I've only played maybe one King of Fighters game. It was on the PlayStation, like maybe King of Fighters like 99 or something like that. It was like in a bargain bin in like 2002 or something. And I just like picked it up. I absolutely sucked at it, and I was like, okay, well,
okay,
that's that.
I played a lot of 98 on Dreamcast. Those were the days.
Okay.
And yeah, I played a bit of 13 and just played all the other ones like a little bit here and there. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
Genki, are you into fighting games at all, man?
I like Street Fighter and Smash, and I used to play Tekken like back in school days. But those are the only ones I'm into. I'm not very good at them though, to be honest. And I haven't played King of Fighters ever, but I do like Street Fighter and Smash the most.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. If you like Street Fighter, King of Fighters isn't too far off, so you might have fun.
Yeah, it looks quite similar, like the character designs. It looks quite similar to Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, maybe one day they'll do another crossover game. Would be nice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right. So I'll report back on my King of Fighters adventure in a future episode.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Well, okay. Neat. Next up, JC, what do we got?
Oh, really? Well, I thought we usually do guest first. What's going on?
Well, I mean, we could. Unless
Genki wants to pass it over to me. I don't know. Have you got something you want to talk about?
Oh, no, James, you can go first.
Okay, thank you. So I have breaking the streak of not playing anything for the past like 2 episodes. I've been playing all the video games.
Nice.
So I just got over a bout of COVID, which was nice. So I've been avoiding it for 2 years, and now I joined the club. I got it from my sons. But yeah, so I was like housebound for like, obviously like 2 weeks, right, as you're supposed to. I was fine. You know, I got vaxxed. You know, it wasn't very, it wasn't effective. You know, I used my my, I don't know what is water type against the coronavirus type, and I won.
Right.
So the first game I went to was Doom Eternal, because that was a game which I was like, wait a minute, I didn't finish this game. I got like maybe 2 levels from the end, but like 1 level in Doom Eternal is pretty freaking long. It's like, I don't know how long it takes to do one stage in Doom Eternal, but they're pretty freaking huge. But it was awesome because like the last 2 levels, I don't know if Ty remembers this. I know it was like probably 2 years ago for you, Ty, but like
Right.
they end with like the last 2 stages end with some really amazing boss battles. Like the one before the end is like the kind of winged demon lady,
Right.
which is pretty awesome. Which you have to like, you know, jump up in the air and like doom fist her in the face, which is pretty cool. And then the very last one is this huge, like, you know, mecha demon, which you're kind of like following him through the stage, but then you know, then you fight him at the end. It's like you're just basically, you know, destroying parts of his armor, and then, you know, then you kill him as well. But it's like such an amazing like boss fight. So like the scope of it is just amazing, because like this thing is literally like, you know, imagine Attack on Titan, you know, that first fucking Titan right at the beginning of the anime, right, or the manga, and it's like fighting that kind of size thing, you know, after just seeing it, you know, stomping through the levels and just like fucking things up. It's amazing, very, very satisfying, awesome game. I'm really glad I finished it. So that was in the bag, and then I was kind of like looking for other stuff to play, and then I was browsing my my favorite website, Deco Deals. After the Famicast.com, of course, Danny.
Right.
Yes. Sure.
And Witcher 3 was on sale, but it was only on the UK eShop. I do like to buy stuff from the Japanese eShop. I was like, okay, let's check out Witcher 3 price on Japanese eShop. Yeah, 7,000 yen. Not even 100 yen off.
Right.
So yeah, I got it from the UK eShop. So it's like $14.99. So, which is pretty awesome, and that was just for the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is just the quote unquote basic game.
Right.
You could get like the full DLC package for like 25, I think, but I just thought, okay, this game is probably going to take me like 100 hours to beat just the base game, so I'll just stick with the base game, and then if I really like it, then maybe I'll, you know, buy some DLC, you know, a year from now. Because, you know, I've heard it's a pretty big game, and yeah, it's awesome. I really, really like it. I mean, Danny, you talked about it like a long time ago, like you got when it
Sorry,
nice picture.
The screen, yeah.
You've got to show that picture when you talk about The Witcher.
Hey, it's I grabbed it from Nintendo's, you know, product page. So like it's
rated E for everyone.
Right. It's what's it, Gerard Butler? No. Geralt, thank you.
Yeah.
Him in a bath if you're listening to the audio version.
The classic one, right?
No, man, like yeah, I bought it on the Switch
Physical,
pretty
right?
Yeah, physical. Because I wanted, man, I have a thing. Like, I think it's really cool to see Western games get published in Japan. You know, sometimes they're popular, sometimes people just don't care. So it's like maybe this would be kind of a cool little collector's item. I got this cool Western game, the Japanese version or something. It's always something that kind of interests me. But yeah, I barely played any of it though. I think I only played for maybe about an hour. So
I think it's completely different from Doom Eternal, but the one similarity is it's just like this amazingly huge game somehow compressed to fit on the Switch.
Sure.
And it's an amazing job. It's like 2 really, really good you know, what you would call it, downport conversion, whatever it is. Like I checked out like the downloads, it was like a 15 gig download, which is, I think it's actually smaller than Doom Eternal. But like, you know, if you have like Breath of the Wild with all the DLC and everything, it's, you know, it's, I don't know, around about like 10 gig or something like this. So it's not that much more. But this game is, it's a big ass game. And so like graphically, obviously it's a lot more detailed, quote unquote detailed, but because of the you know, like the fidelity, it's like they've had to scale everything back, right? It's like, playing it on the PC on the lowest setting, it's that kind of vibe, right?
Right.
Vegetation is very, minimal. Draw distance is not too bad, actually. Draw distance is pretty good, and it runs smoothly. Maybe it's like a locked 30 or something like that, and you can actually adjust a lot of the graphical settings. Actually, it's kind of like you would on a PC. They've got like high res texture pack on, like, anti-aliasing and all that kind of stuff. You can switch them all on and off. But I just kept it on the default setting, and that's fine. So like it kind of like reminds me of like Assassin's Creed kind of vibe. So like, not only the theme of it, but like, just like graphically, like when I played whatever it was, what's that one on Wii U that I played, Danny? the pirate one,
Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah. It's like graphically round about that level.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's weird because like Breath of the Wild is like, it's so slick and so beautiful, but it's got it because it has that kind of graphical style to it, right? So it's kind of like, it's not that. It's like a different kind of, graphical beauty. It's like more detailed but lower res kind of thing. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I do prefer the more like Breath of the Wild, like, more graphically, interesting, but like a lot more sharper and a lot more fluid.
Sure. Because I mean, I think, when you get to games that are being realistic, I mean, there's like a limit on like how many years later is this not going to look so realistic? You know what I mean? Like that type of a thing. It's just the way technology goes. But yeah, something more stylized like Breath of the Wild or whatever. Yeah, that can kind of stand out for longer.
So unlike Assassin's Creed, you can't climb everything, like Breath of the Wild as well, right? So it's a lot more, it's there's not as much freedom, but like the way everything, the world building is really, really good, and the writing, the story is really amazing, and that's what sets it apart for me from like I know maybe some people like the Assassin's Creed stories. I'm not a big fan, but like Breath of the Wild has almost no story, right? So it's like that bit is really nice. It's like, oh, it's really well written. Like the things that people say are, they're interesting, and it's like, I know it's based on the book, right? But like,
right.
You can tell, okay, the people who wrote this are not just video game nerds. They are writers. They know how to write a fantasy story kind of thing. That's the thing that I thought Danny would appreciate, is like a very cool fantasy setting. Like Lord of the Rings fans would probably get like a huge kick out of it. Like, so it's like you're here for the story, and the graphics are they're all right. It serves its purpose, and the world building is really interesting. And the atmosphere it creates is really interesting. So I'm really digging it. I'm like digging it more than I thought. And for like, like 15 bones, 15 bones, 15 gigabytes. Yeah.
Right.
£1 per gigabyte. There you go. What a bargain. It's really, really amazing. I think I'm going to get into it. I'm not going to just, Bivens it. I think I am actually, try my best to at least complete the regular story,
Yeah.
It's like, it's going places like really dark places, like, like very adult themes and in the stories and stuff. It's like, wow, okay, shit, they're going there. It's like really, really kind of disturbing stuff. And I've only watched the first episode of the Netflix TV show, and it's like I recognize a lot of the names from that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that girl was in the TV show, and it's like, okay, these characters are obviously very important to the Witcher series. If they're introducing it in this game, quite early on. So I don't know. Does anyone know, is the TV show based on Witcher 3, or I don't know?
It's based on like the whole series, I believe, like the whole book series. So it's like kind of going along with those chronologically, from what I understand. I watched season 1, and I liked it. It's the way I watched it was kind of weird, because I watched like the first half of the season, and then for some reason I didn't watch any more for like 6 months, and I went back and watched more. So I really want to kind of watch it again, because I want to kind of watch season 2. Yeah, it's interesting because this game came out right before, the series actually came out on Netflix. That's why I kind of got it. I watched the trailer. I was like, that looks
okay.
cool. And then I got it. I have my physical copy, like actually right here.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
But there's nothing in here. I don't know where the case is. It's probably downstairs. This is like the cardboard box.
Oh, it wasn't a barcode in a box. It was an actual.
No. This is one of those kind of infamous things where they included the entire game on the cart. No downloads required or anything. I mean, there are updates and shit that you had to do.
But you can play the whole game off the card.
Yep.
That's cool. I appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Witcher 3. Good game. It's like old. But and yeah, well, I also got Overcooked 2, which was on sale. It was like it's usually like maybe 3,000 yen, 4,000 yen. It's like it's a fully priced game, but it was down to like 600 yen. I was like, shit, I'll get the sequel, because like the sequel has online and like way more recipes and like loads of more interesting stuff. So I just got it. I kind of got bored of Overcooked 1. Like the same recipes every single time. So like, but the sequel is always expensive. So it's the first time I've seen it on such a deep cut sale, and on the Japanese eShop as well. It's like, wow, holy shit. It's kind of a rarity. So yeah, I played that with my eldest son, and he got into it. Actually, I was surprised. Yeah, it's making sushi and pizza and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, they got like so much DLC. It's like Chinese New Year. It's like winter holidays. It's like so many kind of wild recipes. It's awesome. So it'll be it's one of those evergreen games that you just kind of have to have on your Switch.
Sure. We did have a couple of comments from the chat. James Allen, in regard to Gerald in the bathtub, all that's missing in that pic is a Diglett Pokemon in the water. Yes.
Oh, God. Sticking out. Right.
And Metal Mike, a little less crude, but truly a miracle port. It's amazing that it runs so smoothly. Yeah.
You could be talking about Doom Eternal or Witcher 3. It doesn't matter.
Both.
It applies to both.
Yeah.
Exactly. True that. So I don't know. Place your bets now. How long it's going to take me to complete the basic story of Witcher 3? I don't know. Sometime this year.
Yeah, dude. And like with the complete version that I have, I mean, there's 2 expansion packs plus 16 DLCs is what it says on the back of like this box. So it's like,
I knew that I would never get to that. So
yeah. Still cool. I mean, it comes with like some kind of like a little booklet and stuff like that too. And I was surprised it's all maybe not surprised, but they translated it into Japanese and stuff too. So that's cool.
Nice.
Anyway,
probably just subtitled, right?
The game?
Yeah, probably not.
Wow. My system settings are in English, so like I would assume that they might have language packs. It's kind of hard to say.
Right? If you're not playing it in the original Polish.
Right. I mean, Assassin's Creed does that with language packs. Still have them available for download on the eShop. Like if you go to the eShop for any of those Assassin's Creed games, you can get Russian language packs, Polish, Japanese, obviously, stuff like that. So
there's lots of wild options for like importing your Steam save into the Switch version. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. That stuff's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Didn't expect, and it's like, do you have a Witcher 2 save? It's like, what? Witcher 2 is not even on the Switch. So yeah, I don't know. I think it affects like certain things you did in Witcher 2 affect in Witcher 3. But I don't know. There's questions you just answer it within the story, and it kind of like does that for you, kind of thing. You don't have to have played it, but All right then. Okay. Next.
All right. Well, Genki, it's your turn, buddy.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I was going to talk about a game I've just finished recently, which was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I'm also playing the Pokemon game with my son at the moment, but I chose to talk about the Ratchet game. You also need a language pack for that as well to play in Japanese. Like it's a separate download. It's quite funny. And I wanted to switch it back to English because like it's probably a bit easier for me to play in English. Easier, faster for me to read it anyway.
Sure.
But like because my PlayStation 5 is set to like UK English, I couldn't switch it to back to English. I had to switch to US English, and then I could use English. It was really weird.
What?
It was
That
really
is,
weird.
yeah, that's
So
bizarre.
it was like Japanese for like the first few hours because I didn't know how to change it back to English. I even deleted the Japanese language pack, and then it just left me with everything Japanese except the voices. Like the voices were English, but everything else was Japanese.
Fantastic.
I was like, oh damn. But yeah, the game was really good. It's really impressive use of the PlayStation 5. Like, yeah, as you're showing here, like going through the teleporting through the portals, and the environments are crazy. Like the detail in the background, it makes me wish I bought like a OLED TV or something. Because right now I just have a normal like 32-inch TV. But to really appreciate all the detail, especially in the background, there's so much like lights and depth and the movement in the background. It's crazy. Like if you've watched that on like a big screen TV, it must look amazing. Like the graphics are really impressive. What Insomniac are doing, and yeah, I was playing with my son, and it was a really fun game. The cartoony style, and it's quite easy for him to play as well. Well, my son's 5 years old, and we were like switching the controller between each other. Oh yeah, and this new character, Rivet, is like really cool, and I much prefer her much more than Ratchet. Just her design is so much more modern, and like she has a cool robot arm, and I mean, but they play exactly the same in the game. Like even their weapons, they transfer between each other some magically. I mean, it's just a video game, but like you play as two different characters, but they have the same weapons with the same stats. Because you switch between them, between each level, the story goes back and forth between the two characters. So they play like identical. It's just their design is different.
This
is
yeah, not really on good game. PS4.
It's not on PS4. They can't make this on PS4 because of like the graphical intensity. Mainly when you're warping between worlds, it's instantaneous. So like you can go from one world to a completely different world in like 1 second. And I don't think you'd have to have like load screens if that was on PS4. So I don't think they could make this game on PS4, unfortunately.
Well, I had to ask because there's another PS5 game that came out like last week, the Horizon Forbidden West. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Forbidden West.
And that I was watching a Digital Foundry video, and that's on PS4 Pro and PS4 as well. It's like ridiculous. Like
crazy.
That's amazing. So I just wondered if they did that for this game as well, but I guess not.
No, I don't. Yeah, I think they couldn't get that teleportation between different worlds working in this game. Yeah, but I think those guys at Horizon Guerrilla Games, they're like technical geniuses. They made like the Decima engine that powers like the Horizon games and Death Stranding. And it's really nice, and like they're like technical wizards. So I'm not surprised. Oh, I am surprised they couldn't get that game on PS4, but they're really good. So yeah, but this game is really good.
Nice.
We got a question from JCat, and actually, Genki, first you go ahead and I'll just go ahead and read it. That's from JCat. It said, "How much are first-party PS5 games in Japan? Because in the UK they are like £70 or €70." Which is the equivalent of like over $90 US. Genki, how much was this?
I'm like a thrifty guy, so I buy my games on. I don't know, unless it's like a really big game. Like I bought Miles Morales from Amazon, but Ratchet I actually bought on Mercari, so it was a bit cheaper.
Yeah,
so because I bought it a bit later, but I think brand new games they're like. Yeah, $90.
Yeah,
especially if you buy them online. If you buy them on Amazon, like physically, they're cheaper. If you buy them on the PSN store, they're gonna be like 90 or ichiman, which is like $100.
Holy crap!
For the new ones.
Jesus.
But if you buy it on Amazon, you get them for like 6,000 yen or 7,000 yen. So you save a bit more money if you buy it on Amazon.
Sure.
And or physically. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think another thing to mention about this too, I mean, it really, I mean, this is talking specifically about first party, PS5 games, but like honestly, prices change here in Japan depending on the publisher, depending on the genre. Like those are two big things that kind of like determine the price. Like Square Enix releases a game, like a Final Fantasy game, it's going to be literally like 9,000 yen, like, you know, what,
Yeah.
$8 or something like that.
RPGs, they charge like there's RPG tax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like it's
one weird thing about this generation is like you know, the Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know, maybe this Ratchet and Clank. Oh no, sorry, not this Ratchet and Clank game. You can get the PS4 version and then get a free upgrade to the PS5. But like the PS4 version of Horizon is like $60, and then you can get a free upgrade, or just pay $90 or whatever, $70 for the PS5 version. It doesn't make any sense. It's like this generation is just so weird. How it's just like, I don't know, they're trying to, you know, keep the previous generation. It's like almost like you're upgrading your phone or your PC or something like that. You know, they still want it to work on the previous one. It's like, but then this pricing structure just doesn't make any sense in that sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good game, and I've finished it now. But yeah, I had fun with it.
Cool. How many hours did it take you to beat it?
It's like 20, 25 hours, maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
There's a cool open world area where it becomes like open world. Like if you play Final Fantasy 13, it's a bit similar to that, where there's like an open world area, but the rest of the game is very linear.
Okay, gotcha. I wonder if that's like intentional for, you know, graphical reasons and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I think graphical reasons, because you can see like the backgrounds are really detailed and got lots of things going on, and like the crazy lighting effects. So that's probably why. But you get like these jet shoes, so you can like speed up. Like, so that's how you can travel the open world area faster.
Okay.
Does look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, graphically it's amazing. Insomniac was like such a good buy for Sony. Like they cost like 229 million, and they're making lots of great games for Sony.
Hey, if we get Breath of the Wild 2 this year, that's twice that Horizon and Breath of the Wild have gone head to head. Because didn't Breath of the Wild 1 come out when Horizon 1 came out?
Yeah.
I remember there were lots of comparisons, you know.
2017 they both came out, and it will be the same this year, because I definitely think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year.
I think you're wrong.
And it's going to be Game of the Year easily.
Still don't even know the name of it.
Nintendo doesn't either. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm playing Witcher 3, which is like, you know, the most downscaled version of it, and it's like at the same time that, you know, people are playing that fucking Horizon game, which looks like unbelievable. It's like, you know, moss textures and stuff. It's just like, you know, photorealistic. It's insane.
Right.
Yeah. But then it runs on PS4 as well. So I don't know. Weird.
Probably sounds like a plane taking off though. Oh man. Like, playing like Red Dead 2 on PS4. Like, man, that's the first time I heard the fans on that thing. Oh boy. I was like, oh man, is this thing okay?
I heard the Xbox, one of the new racing games, what do they call them? Forza or something like that, runs on the Series X, but then also like a downscaled one runs on regular whatever, what the previous Xbox one was called.
Xbox One.
Xbox One, yes. There it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Genki, do you have anything more to say about the game?
Oh no, that's it. It's it's a really good game. I recommend if you have a PlayStation 5.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and wrap up new business here. I just kind of wanted to follow up on something I was talking about last time. I'm pulling up a video that I'm going to put here in just a second. But on the last episode of the show, I was talking a lot about Pokemon Legends, Arceus. Sorry, the Japanese name and the English name is a little bit different. Arce. I didn't really think about that until that. I was like, oh, okay. Well,
Arceus.
Yeah, there it is. But yeah, I mean, I've been actually really having a lot of fun with Arceus. I'm about 15 hours into the game or so right now. And one thing I wanted to talk about, I kind of touched on this last time, because I think a lot of people are kind of overblowing the graphics in the game, saying like, you know, hey, this and this isn't good, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, yeah, there are definitely better looking games out there, but I think some of the things that, you know, Game Freak and stuff we're doing here to kind of like hide kind of these slight imperfections is pretty clever. Like, yes, you do have like a lot of pop up and stuff like that, but at the same time, that makes it so the game overall like pretty much consistently runs smooth. I can't think of a time when playing it so far that I've seen it like hiccup or anything like that in terms of like frame rate. And I think that's, for me personally, I think that's a hell of a lot more important than having something, you know, knock it out of the park when it just comes to graphics. I think, you know, even just looking at the video footage here, if you just look at like screenshots and stuff, it's just still like a really gorgeous looking game, really bright colors and stuff like that. Lots of a pretty big variety in like the environments and like the character models and the Pokemon obviously and stuff like that too. So
I think people are generally confused why we're not shitting on this game as much as other, you know, podcasts or, you know, websites are doing. But I have no quibbles against this. I think it looks fine, you know, for what it's aiming to do, you know, like open world Pokemon game for kids. It's like, it looks amazing for that. I don't know what you're expecting.
Yeah, I mean,
I need better grass textures.
That's a common complaint, and I get it. I mean, yeah, they're not great, but like it doesn't have to be. I think
Worst game ever.
I think just with the Switch in general, I mean, the thing's 5 years old. It wasn't like a graphical powerhouse even when it came out in 2017. So like, this is just the way it is, for better or worse. But I think developers are doing all they can to get as much as they can out of the system. So like, yeah, I don't have any complaints with the visuals really too much. As long as it's running smooth, that's a lot more important to me.
Danny, what's the structure of this game? Is it like badge related, you know, like World 1, Badge 1, that kind of thing? Or is it
no, nothing like that. It's, and Genki played, I know he's played a little bit of the game too, but no, it's not like that at all. It's not like those old Pokemon games. You're basically going across like several different places in this one kind of like island, and kind of like helping people out and stuff. You're calming down what's called like noble Pokemon that kind of get like enraged, and you're basically trying to like help out these different clans that are on this little island or whatever. So yeah, there's no like badge system per se, but you're just like helping these people and kind of getting more access to areas, because you know, eventually you can ride on Pokemon and stuff like that, and that kind of helps you be able to get to other places where you couldn't previously go. I think, you know, in certainly this is kind of like Pokemon Breath of the Wild, if you will, but it's not quite as open because, you know, right now there's a video walking around like a city. Well, once you leave the city, you have an option. Well, you talk to like a guard and he's like, okay, where do you want to go? And then it brings up like a world map, and there's like different places that you can go. So it's almost kind of like, yes, there's like a big world, but it's kind of like sectioned off a little bit. So you can't seamlessly like go from one to the other. You go to one and you stay there, and you can do stuff there. Yeah, it's a little bit different in that respect, but I think it's fine. Like
in a good way.
Yeah,
mixing it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would prefer if it was like a bit like Breath of the Wild, because one thing that is annoying is like if you want to switch from one like the mountain area to the like the lava area, you have to go back to the main town and then go out again to the new area. That's the only annoying thing I would say. But otherwise, I think they're doing a good job in like trying something new.
Yeah. I'm the same. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, yeah, you do have to do that, don't you? Like, yeah, usually, at least recently, I just been like doing one thing or doing a few things, but now I'm kind of like, okay, now I have like a side mission to help somebody over here, but then I have to go to, you know, like to a bunch of different places or whatever. So yeah, I could see that getting kind of annoying, but yeah, super fun game. Like I said, I'm probably going to keep on playing it. I'm hoping to beat it sometime soon, but it's really something that I think if you're an old Pokemon fan, this is definitely something that you could probably dig, because honestly, with mainline Pokemon games for like the past 20 years, I've had really little to no interest because it just didn't change enough for me. But I think this is different enough to kind of get guys like me, get older guys like us, maybe back into it if you were kind of out of it for a while.
Right on.
Yep. But yes, I think that's going to do it for me. I'll go ahead and take this off. There we go. All right. Well, get out of here. There you go. All right. Well, that is going to do it for the new business. We're going to go ahead and move on to a little bit of now playing at the Famicast.com. Now playing at Famicast.com. Always lots of stuff going on our website, lots of stuff going on YouTube. And we're just going to kind of tell you a little bit about that. Yeah, maybe I lied a little bit. There's not a whole lot going on right now. But, I mean, with the website, there's always news. There's always stuff going on that I'm, writing about and putting up there. Like just today, Konami has a deal with Ichiro to basically he's going to appear in like 5 baseball games here in Japan, spanning mobile and the Switch. So, I mean, there's a lot of like Japan-focused stuff. There's another thing that we're going to be talking about later about the Capcom Fighting Collection. It's kind of like a Japan exclusive thing that I wrote about. So a lot of stuff like that. Sometimes I'll write about Western published stuff, and then Famicast Friday is an article that basically kind of has everything, lumps everything together. Like, hey, this is the best stuff from this week. Blah 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 blah. So check it out if you guys haven't checked it out or haven't been checking it out. Yeah, lots of cool stuff up on there. YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to get out any videos this week, but there's still like I don't know 900 videos there or something. So I look through there, find some stuff.
Nice.
But
all of this in there. Anything because that can.
That's right. Alrighty, and James.
JAPANews.
That's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews, the time of the show where we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of Nintendo in Japan and all that type of stuff. And oh boy, we have a lot to talk about today. Oh my God.
All right, yeah. 7 hours before the podcast. Then what was it? Or 7 hours after the podcast, the direct hit, right?
Yeah. So like that was a thing. The last episode, we just missed it. So I mean, we're not going to go over like every single game that they talked about. We're going to kind of like go through a lot of it and kind of give our thoughts about some of the games that released. Before that, and I wanted to go through some of the Japan only stuff. And first, I want to give credit to Genki because and seriously, if you're ever wondering about like Japan only type of stuff, not only just like cool locations and pictures of game stores and stuff like that too, Genki does a lot of like translation type of stuff too. And it's like kind of pops it up on his Twitter. If you want to get a good feel for the pulse of Japan when it comes to gaming, you need to be following him. And
absolutely,
yeah,
thanks.
No problem, man. And he actually has kind of like he put together a list of the Japan exclusives. And actually, Genki, would you mind kind of just at least kind of going through what appeared on the Japanese Direct?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so like as usual, like the Japanese Direct shows some different stuff from the Western one, and I just made a list of a few of the different Japanese games that were on the Japanese one, but not on the like US one. So we had the Centennial Case, Shijima Story, and that's like a weird live action, I don't know, adventure game from Square Enix.
Yep.
There was Loop 8 from Marvelous Games. This is like a RPG, like with some students, like anime RPG. Then there's Token Rambu Warriors, and yeah, that's a Muso game. And I'd just like to shout out to JCat Jody. She calls this game Husbando Warriors.
Yeah, it's one of those, that's for sure.
So that's what that one is. Yeah, the next one is Voice of Cards, like the new Voice of Cards, Forsaken Maiden. Then there was Chocobo GP. They showed by Square Enix, the racing game. They showed Cloud and the School in their cars.
Oh, okay. Like Chibi Cloud.
Yeah, Chibi Cloud and Chibi School. But they didn't show that one in the US one. And then there was 13 Sentinels, Ages Rim. There's a Switch version. And eBaseball Powerful Pro, Konami one, instead of MLB. And there was one last like strategy game. It's like Taiko Nishinden 5 DX by Koei Tecmo.
Sure.
So those were the games though in the Japanese one.
Yeah, and like Genki said, I mean, some of these games are known quantities in the West. Like the Centennial Case, that's coming out in the West. and there's a lot of information about that on Square Enix's website. You can check it out. There's a lot of like big name type of producers and stuff like that that are involved in that game, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the Tolkien Nambu Warriors, that's coming to the West. That's coming to the West in May. And yeah, Voice of Cards, that's also in the West, blah, 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 blah. So
Voice of Cards. That's such a Japanese title, isn't it?
Right. Right.
Kado no Koi, you know, and then,
Right.
let's just put it in English. That'll sound great. No.
Yeah. Well, J-Cat responded, "Law, let my hands off. Husbando Warriors, let's freaking go." Yeah, let's go.
Husbando Warriors. Yeah, that's what I'll call it from now on.
There it is. There it is.
And there was one like Advance Wars still hasn't got a Japanese release, which I was very sad about.
Yeah, that's so weird. But
Right.
actually, right now, if you're watching the video version, James he's putting up some footage of it, and I guess just to kind of just move on to what was shown off in the Western one, because by and large, a lot of things were the same, except for this.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this?
Made by white people. Not going to be
Right.
sold in Japan.
Wow.
What can I say?
Right.
Maybe one day.
I think this rules. I can't wait to buy it.
Yeah, and this comes out in April, right? April 24th?
April 8th.
But this is literally just the DS game in HD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
1 and 2. They remade it. And they added some like quality of life.
You mean the
features.
GBA game, James?
What did I say?
You said DS.
Oh,
No,
right.
they made
Yeah,
it on
well.
the DS as well. They made it
Yeah, it was a DS game.
3
The
times.
third
now,
game
I
was
guess.
the DS game, but I think this is 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
GBA game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It
I
just-
don't see the problem.
Right.
Well, you can pre-order it now, apparently. Time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this looks really cool. I'm looking forward to Advance Wars coming
It has
back.
online play,
Yeah.
and it got delayed dead voice acting, right? That was the thing.
Is that what they
Was
were
it?
doing?
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it did
Okay.
get delayed. It was supposed to come out last year, end of last year.
Right.
I'm not sure why though.
I hope they do a demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just play the GBA wrong.
Right. Right.
There's your
there.
demo.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Sorry, Danny. You used to be into No Man's Sky, or
Yes.
for like 10 minutes?
No. I loved the original release of No Man's Sky. I played it when it first came out back in
Then-
2016. In like the span of 2 weeks, I played for 40 hours.
And
it was
then
like summer vacation.
5,000 updates later, it's a completely different game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now it's coming to Switch.
Yeah. I'm excited. And it's coming this summer, kind of like an undisclosed or undetermined release date. But I'm excited because I think it's a cool game. It'd be cool to be able to play it in handheld and not annoy my wife because she got super bored of this game.
I really thought it was going to say Cloud Edition at the end because
Yeah.
I didn't think this game would be possible on Switch.
Yeah, I mean, no, it
But-
is.
Miracle port. Yeah. Well, good
Right.
luck to them. They're properly porting it, so that's cool.
Right. And yeah, the next one that's being shown off right here, the new Mario Strikers game,
Ooh.
which
You know, this game's going to be. We're watching the European direct here, so it's not going to be called Mario Strikers. What's it called? Mario
Just
Strikers
Mario
Battle League.
Battle League, right? Do you know what the?
Oh yeah, they called it something else in English.
Yeah,
the
baby.
European one. I don't know why.
Well, Danny, you could probably guess, right?
No, I know they added football in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
Yeah.
it's battle football. There it is. Oh, sorry, Battle
Battle
League
League
football.
football.
They
Oh,
didn't
okay.
even replace the word; they just added it.
Yeah, they're like, is that
Extra words.
necessary? it's
That's unnecessary in my opinion, but
yeah, me too, man.
yeah.
Like,
I think
I
they
don't know.
should have called it Battle League football in America as well.
right,
That'll learn them.
right. No, it won't. People will be so confused.
Was this this wasn't GameCube, right? Was it Wii?
GameCube.
No, there was a GameCube and
Oh,
the
there was
Wii
a
version.
GameCube.
So
Yeah.
there's been 2 before.
So this is the third one.
Yeah, I'm really happy when I saw this come out.
Yeah, I will say one thing that I don't like is with the gear. It looks like that changes like different things about the
Stats,
characters. And
yeah.
stuff. I hate
Oh,
that
fuck.
stuff, man.
Uh-oh.
Me too.
Ty's
Just-
ears perked up in a bad way. It's like, okay, let
Yeah,
me shit
like
on this
the-
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
right.
just in my opinion, they should just do like maybe sizes like heavies, lights, mediums, whatever like that, and just do that. I mean, you got enough
Right.
items and stuff to make it crazy. Why add like this extra element that just gives people an unfair advantage? I don't know how they get. What is this? Probably gotcha or something like that. Like how you get this shit, anyways.
What do you call this, Ty? What's the thing? The reason why you didn't get arms as well? What was it?
Yeah, fuck. I wrote that whole article about it.
Progression based.
Yeah,
online?
progression systems.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
or I mean, like not even just progression systems, but like overly unnecessary customization of stats is kind of counterproductive, I think, in game design. Like I remember I talked about this for Mario Kart, I think.
Yeah,
Where,
they added way too many like carts
yeah,
and stats for that, right?
yeah. When you start getting a lot of parts and or whatever gear, like an optimal one like always floats to the top, and people like all like just line up on that. You know, like when everybody was fucking playing Rosalina if they wanted to win in like whatever specific car, like the motorcycle or whatever, like everybody converges on one thing. Whereas like if you just design like a few different kinds, like just like 4 unique weights or styles or whatever, then
Right.
you'll actually get more variety from less options.
I always remember it being called the most violent Nintendo game ever. The football game, right?
Oh yeah, I saw like a promotional art for it, like of like I don't know, it looked like Bowser just fucking crushing Mario's skull.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember the bloodshot eyes. That was the
and Daisy. People go crazy about Daisy in that game as well. Just like super hot, hot pants and stuff like that. I don't know, something like that. Okay, we're moving on to Splatoon 3 now. So this is
they add man versus machine mode.
Well, this is the mode that I talked about like maybe mid to late last year. Do you remember? Like I said, like really getting into like Salmon Run.
Yeah.
So Salmon Run is the co-op mode, like for humans versus squiddies. So it's kind of interesting that they're showing this off, before even the regular like turf war or even ranked. Like this is like I would call it a side mode. It's a pretty awesome side mode. But I guess they're just not. They're just like teasing it out little by little, right? They don't want to go straight in for like the regular modes.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, they've added like maybe 3 new boss enemies, and also you can throw eggs, like golden eggs, which is a kind of new technique. Like before it was pretty much stuck to you until you put it in the basket. You couldn't get rid of it.
You walk up to it.
Yeah. So this. And they got mechs as well. Like we saw a mech in one of the earlier trailers, like a kind of a octopus, like a 8-legged mech kind of thing, which looks pretty cool. They showed that again in this one. But yeah, it looks cool. A lot more techniques, a lot more bosses and stuff like that. So it should be awesome. I'm glad they're keeping it. Because it's a very Nintendo thing to do is an invent like an awesome new mode and then never do it again. Right. Like you just take it out for the next game, like the mission mode in Mario Kart DS. Never did it again.
Right.
But yeah.
Genki, are you into Splatoon, man?
Oh yeah, I like Splatoon. I'm not good at online. Although I'm stuck at competitive like online stuff, so I don't play competitively. But in terms of the single player, and I have played Salmon Run on Splatoon 2. It's quite fun.
It's great. Yeah, we play with friends. It's awesome.
Yeah,
and the story mode, they're keeping that under wraps as well. I don't think they'll reveal story mode until very late, because that there's usually lots of spoilers with that related to which characters are coming back and stuff like that.
Right.
Spoilers for Splatoon 2. Kelly and Marie from Splatoon 1 were a major part of the story mode for that one, but they kept that secret.
Right.
I don't remember what this game is.
I was thinking the same thing.
Front Mission.
Front
Mission. Some people are into that. It's like, okay, cool. Genki, you a Front Mission guy?
No, I've never played this.
Okay. And there was a sequel as well. Front Mission First
and second.
It's summer this year, and then Front Mission 2 is coming in somewhere in the future.
Right.
Okay. Oh, the free-to-play Disney game. So do you remember that game Asphalt that I talked about before? like
Yeah.
the free-to-play racing game. This is done by the same people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And this is also free to play, and it looks very, high budget.
Yeah.
But like Asphalt, I mean, I think Asphalt looks amazing, and I can't believe it's a free to play game. But this is a Disney kart racer,
Yeah.
and it's free to play. It's like, what? That is very un-Disney.
Yeah, but like, get in the bag, I guess. Free to play.
Gotchas.
Still, yeah, there's all that type of stuff. So
Probably gatched up the ass, right?
Yes, I mean, you get a couple whales in there, more than just a couple, obviously, but yeah, you'll be raking in the dough.
If you want Mickey, you have to spend $150 on pulls till you get him.
Wait, no, does this work with the fucking Disney plastic figures? What are they called?
Oh, man,
Infinity.
Yeah, Disney Infinity.
Disney Infinity.
So this game they're showing right now, the Star Wars Force Unleashed, I'm actually really excited about this. The weird thing is that they didn't show this in the Japanese Direct,
right?
But the game does have Japanese support.
Okay.
So like it's not even listed on the Japanese eShop yet at all, and they've kind of had a track record of doing this. It happened with some of the other Star Wars games that have been remade on the Switch and stuff too.
What is this game again?
Star Wars Force Unleashed.
And this is based on the Wii game, right?
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Weird, yeah. I think I have this on 360. I think this was a Games with Gold game.
I bought that game when it came out. It's great. It's a great game. Assassin's Creed, it's out. Yeah, this little sizzle reel here.
Next in line in Soul Calibur guest characters. We've had Geralt, we've had a Force Unleashed guy, and now we have Ezio.
Really?
Oh, for real?
Wow.
Yes, all three of those characters have been guest characters in Soul Calibur.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I mean, that's cool. And I, even with this Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection, I loved Assassin's Creed 2 a lot, and I never played the other two games. This is kind of on my radar, but it just came out, and I have so many things to play.
You see, this looks sharper than Witcher 3, but just like a lot less detailed, I guess.
Yeah. And JCat brings up another point about that Star Wars game. And yeah, this is exactly right. I think the Wii version had different physics engine due to the motion controls. Not only that, too, I think it was just like compatibility too. They could, whatever their physics engine they were using was different. Sometimes the worlds or like the locations would be a little bit bigger in like the 360 and PS3 versions of the game as well, where they kind of slimmed them down for the Wii version just because of the technology.
Yeah, well, and I guess they're going to use motion controls again, right?
Yeah.
With the what do you call it? Joy-Con.
Yeah, with the Joy-Con. It doesn't sound like it's required, but it's an option.
Yeah, it's weird. And wasn't there like a quote-unquote cool lightsaber battle two-player mode with the Wii version as well?
Yeah, the multiplayer wasn't in the big console version, but that thing came out on everything. And yeah, right now, Chrono Cross remastered.
Cool for people who like it, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool. And I think the bigger news here is how the Satellaview game, the Radical Dreamers game, the Japan-only game on a system that not many people probably had, is getting like a full localization. That is insane. Wow.
Finally, get our Satellaview games.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool to see Square Enix doing things right with their old games like this, because like they said too, there's the speed up battle thing, all these like kind of modern options and stuff like that, turn off enemy encounters, all that type of crap that's in this game, and I think that's cool.
There it is. Cool.
Genki, have you played and completed Radical Dreamers on your Satellaview?
No chance. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I was really surprised that they're gonna localize the Radical Dreamers Part 2. But I'm gonna pick that up.
Is that gonna get some big like special edition box set in Japan, Danny?
I don't think there is.
No, not
you'll be forced to buy.
Right. Yeah, like Genki said, I don't think there is. Maybe there just wasn't enough time for them to get it out. But yeah, dude, seriously, because I watched the Japanese Direct when it was going on, and I saw that Radical Dreamers, and I was like, oh, this is probably only Japan only. What kind of excuse are they going to give to the West? And I'm like, nope, it's coming to the West too. I'm like, man, that's great. Yeah, and then Nintendo, obviously, they had to show off the new Kirby, which, it's coming out in like a month.
Kirby massacring some foxes and then gets a car wedged in his gob.
I've always liked
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I've always liked
His
that British
hunger
word.
is insatiable. Run.
He can't even swallow it though. He's got the car half hanging out.
What are
his
we
mouth.
talking about?
Mouthful mode, right? That's
Actually,
funny.
this is something that you can't translate, Danny, because in English it's called Karby, Karby, but that's how they pronounce it in Japanese. They say Karby anyway.
Yeah.
So actually, that would be a really interesting thing to research. Actually, what is Karby in Japanese? Not Kuramabi.
No. I mean, they say, Japanese people, enough people know that, what car is in English.
Yeah, but seriously, how would you write it, Danny?
How would you
is
recreate
Karby.
this joke?
You can't
Yeah, okay.
recreate the joke, right?
I'm
Karby.
researching right now.
Right? It's like try getting a Japanese person to say Kirby. They can't.
Right.
They say Karby. Right? So I don't know. Danny's frantically researching it now to prove me wrong.
For whatever.
This
right
game's
now,
going to be super popular in Japan. It's going to be
Oh, yeah.
crazy. It's going to sell
Absolutely.
like crazy, I think.
Yeah, Kirby Odyssey, basically, isn't it?
Right.
They've Mario'd it, but I'm sure it'll be a lot easier. Yep, Waddle Date.
Kirby, another settlement needs your help.
But it's funny that like Kirby's new ability is like being unable to fully swallow something, so it just gets wedged in his mouth.
Right.
It's like I thought he was supposed to have a black hole in his stomach and he just absorbs everything.
Is that what it is?
Well, he's slowing down in his old age.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
The moment I really wanted to check something, my Wi-Fi drops on my phone. It's trying to
My
connect.
Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi. Damn it.
You can upgrade your abilities.
It's cool
get
how many
stronger.
abilities he has. If you think of all the things that he can do with the mouthful mode, and then he's got all those power-ups as well, it's crazy how much stuff he can do.
Yeah, I just wonder how linear it'll be, though. It has they're trying to give the impression that it's kind of open world, you can go anywhere, but I just have this feeling it's going to be very one track. Follow the path. Maybe there's got some items hidden around the corner, but that's about it. Because
Yeah, I think they're taking a lot of inspiration from Mario Odyssey, and
visually, yes, but I don't think gameplay-wise, I don't think so. I think it'll be a lot more simpler than that.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh god, we're going on to baseball. Danny, quickly say something before I fast forward it.
Oh yeah, dude, MLB The Show. They just did basically a free
next
demo, but no, there was basically this actually up until today. You could actually try out the game. They're doing like a tech test to check out to see how all of this stuff works, because you could play cross platform with people on any platform, like switch to PS4 or switch to Xbox, whatever. You can do that.
Nice. I've seen a few scrub quotes from this game, usually through PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry, Danny, we've gone on to the next game now. We can't talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Ty really wants to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts clown version.
Oddly enough, they're advertising the hell out of this on Japanese TV. You see commercials for this all the time.
Wow,
I mean, it just came out, so
it was like number 2 on the downloads chart, wasn't it?
Makes sense. It's a popular series,
but not in the West, where internet doesn't work properly.
Right.
So
yeah, I've heard some unflattering things about the streaming quality.
Yeah, it really depends. Yeah, it really depends on a lot of things.
I think
Klonoa.
Game Explained did a little test in the West with the Western version anyway to see how it played. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, Klonoa showing up was pretty interesting, because I remember Klonoa showed up on the Wii, all those years ago, which I was pretty surprised. That was originally a PlayStation game.
Yeah,
I think it was a remake, wasn't it, on Wii?
Yeah.
Is this based on this one? I guess this
Maybe
one is based on that.
Well, it's like 1 and 2 or what they're doing here. So
yeah, I think the first one must be the Wii version, but like in high res, and then the second one must be brand new, I guess. Well, not brand new, because it's a PlayStation game.
Right.
Oh, Portal 1 and 2. That was a big surprise. It's kind of weird, though. It's like, why now? But thanks very much.
Right.
It is a good game.
It This was shown on the Japanese one as well, right, Danny?
I don't know. No, I don't even remember.
think
Maybe
it
was. I was. Man, it was a weird
I think
morning.
it was
that morning.
Portal. Yeah.
And it's got like 2-player co-op online, right?
Portal 2 does, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Portal 2 does have 2-player. So interesting.
Yeah.
I remember, like, was it like PlayStation 3? Does anyone remember, like, when Portal came out on PlayStation 3, they had this like Steam like connectivity built in, and it was like really kind of wild at the time.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and that nothing ever came from that. Like, we were like, oh my god, Steam's going to be on PS3, and they're going to be able to download any Steam game onto your PS3. Nope,
No.
that didn't happen.
LOL. I mean, you know, some games have cross progression with Steam, which is nice. I mean, we were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Witcher 3 on the Nintendos.
Yeah.
Now even Nintendo does it. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Danny, have you played Portal 1 or 2?
No, haven't played them at all.
I've played them to completion, and I have to wonder how the jokes translate into Japanese.
Right.
There's some pretty wild stuff in those Portal games. One of my favorite game writers wrote all the Portal stuff.
Yeah.
They did a lot of cake jokes in the direct, but I don't know about the Japanese one.
And now this game, you know, Live Alive. This is something that, and actually, Haitani was like, "Oh no, did I miss the Live Alive part?" No. Actually, you're right on time.
Live Alive.
Live. Yes. No, Live Alive. You know, originally Super Famicom only, never left Japan. It didn't really sell. I mean, it sold like 260,000 copies or something like that. I mean, not bad, but like I think Square Enix was hoping, or Square Soft at the time was hoping for a lot more. So really cool to see this get that HD 2D treatment coming out this summer. They do have a special collector's edition, Japan only type of thing. I did a video on it. There's an article on it on this website as well. You guys should check it out. It's like $200. Like if you
is this like Octopath Traveler engine?
Yes.
I guess, right?
Yeah, they got the HD 2D style.
Yeah,
in this game. It's really cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I also am gonna pre-order that limited edition, the special edition.
Oh boy!
But it costs like it's like almost $200, right?
Yeah.
And it has like a board game and all this other stuff, cool stuff inside.
Wow.
And it's like a backpack or like a bag.
Yeah, shoulder bag.
Shoulder bag. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a video on the YouTube channel about it. Actually, if you want to check it out,
some really cool, handsome guy made it. Yeah. So you should watch
it. Actually, this Ty, I know you like Final Fantasy VI, right? Like one of the 3 RPGs you actually like, right?
Yeah.
Like if they remade it in this 2D HD way, would that be of interest to you?
Sure. Yeah.
I think.
I mean, how they could just put the ROM on Xbox with achievements. I would love
it. Oh, okay, you don't really care about the 2D HD thing. It's more like
not so much
achievements. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I mean, when Octopath came out, people were speculating, right? Like, what games could they remake in this engine, and like bring the Super Nintendo games to life
a lot
in this kind of new way. Yeah. But well,
recently the producer at Square Enix said they're going to make more HD 2D games, and they already announced. They got like Triangle Strategy and Octopath, and they announced Dragon Quest 3 remake as well.
Yep.
Oh, with the 2D HD thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to come out next. And apparently, like there are some cutscenes in this the mobile version of Final Fantasy VI, and some of them have that HD 2D like randomly dotted in there.
Right.
Like some HD 2D scenes. It's pretty random.
Yeah.
In the upcoming mobile version. I think it's coming out soon, like this week or next week.
Yeah, maybe even like today. It's really soon. Yeah.
All right then. Next game. Well, I guess we can talk about this because we played it, right? I played this Nintendo Switch Sports we're talking about.
Did we?
Cool.
Can we say anything? Can we even just? Have I already said too much?
The Nintendo Ninjas will get you.
Yes. Let's just say there was a demo a online playtest for a game that we played, and it was neat. No, it wasn't neat.
Completely unrelated to that. Let's watch this video of Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yes.
Oh, look, tennis. That looks like it would be fun if somebody played it.
Right. It looks like
looks
the
like Wii
online would
Sports.
surprisingly run well. Weird.
Bowling. I mean, what would make bowling more interesting would be, I don't know, like an online tournament where you bowled against like a bunch of other people and then, you won and stuff. I don't know. That might be
Wait,
cool.
do they have gladiator mode? Is that what I just saw?
Yeah.
No, well, Chambara, the sword fighting thing, yeah.
Yeah, it was called sword fighting in Wii Sports Resort,
Right.
but they changed it to Chambara for some reason. Yeah, that's cool. Did I see like a two-handed like lightsaber as well? Sword.
Yeah, they do have things. And actually, JCat brought something up to here too. And yes, so just a nitpick, HD 2D isn't the engine, it's the art style. They're using Unreal Engine 4. Yes. And
Right.
then it's more of like a buzzword, kind of like HD itself. But yeah. James Allen, I played the demo of and loved it.
Yeah, those Nintendo ninjas are scary.
Yeah.
Really
I mean,
They'll
weird.
put you in jail.
Yeah, this game it's coming out pretty soon at the end of April, right at the start of Golden Week. It's the first holiday in Golden Showa Day, and I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, I really loved Wii Sports back in the day, and from everything that we've seen to this point, I think I mean, the gameplay.
It's so
I
stupid.
can neither confirm or deny this, but it seems like it's pretty solid.
Only Nintendo would give you a demo and then say you can't talk about it.
Well, I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, it's like it's like a beta test type of thing, and at the same time, it's so weird that they did that. Because if you think about what they did with other play tests, like the test punch, for ARMS and the stuff for
we could talk about that though.
Yeah, like
and we could talk about Splatoon, right?
I don't understand why they did that this time. It's kind of ridiculous, but
I didn't play it, so I can talk about it as much as I like. So
I want to hear Ty's impressions.
I'll just too much waggling.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see because from what I've read online too, it looks like it's not just going to be these sports. There's going to be like other things that you can do in the kind of like this little village or whatever you want to say. Like you can
take a break, go to a cafe.
Yeah, well, it says like obviously you can go shop and get stuff for your characters and stuff. Like I think that's kind of a given, but it said something weird like and go to work. It's like, wait, what?
Live the life of a 20-year-old Japanese person. Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited about this. It's probably fun to play online.
I don't know. This game looks like, I don't know, if I played a demo of it, like that would be enough for me, and I wouldn't buy the full game. But I could be wrong. But that's just my impression. I'm looking at this video.
Right. I played the hell out of Wii Sports back in the day, and I mean for way longer than I probably should have. But especially bowling, I really loved bowling, and I think nobody's really done a solid bowling game since that game. I didn't even really like what they did in Wii Sports Resort. I thought because of the one-to-one stuff, it made it just feel different and not as fun. But
too hard, too real.
Kind of.
Yeah. I did like sword fighting because they had lots of like single player stuff as well. Like there's like one guy versus 100. It's basically like a Bruce Lee movie. They just put you in the middle of this like gang of guys, and you just took them on like one by one.
Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah, I think that was a resort. Yeah. And they had every sport had a one-player mode, like a training kind of thing, or like story mode kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe they'll do that for this one as well. If they really kind of expanded on what they did in Wii Sports Resort, it could be interesting.
Right. Genki, what do you think about this?
Don't ask him.
I mean, I'm not asking what you think about the game because obviously we didn't play anything. But
yeah, I didn't play it. I downloaded the code, but I didn't have time to try it out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for the golf. I want to play the golf. I like the golf from the old one.
I see.
You have to wait till autumn for that, mate.
Yeah.
Doesn't come in part of the package.
Yeah, and maybe that leg strap. This looks interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, try it.
Yeah, if you've got that exercise game,
the Ring Fit.
If you got the Ring Fit, if you got the strap on from that, you can use that.
Strap on.
Right.
Oh no.
You know, in Japan at least, you can, if you opt to go digital for the game, they do sell just that leg strap on like online and stuff. It's like 1,100 yen, like $10 or something. I don't know what they'll do in the West. Maybe
Just
do
download
something
the leg strap, mate. Yeah.
Just get the download version of the leg strap.
Oh.
Yes, strap on.
All right. Oh, Ty's up next.
Yeah.
Taiko no Tatsujin. Rhythm Festival. So this is the sequel to. Is it that? This is the RPG thing. Sequel to that one, isn't it? Question mark.
Sure.
A slime approaches. Command.
Right. Megalovania again. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta have Megalovania.
I don't know. What is there anything new to this one? Or is it
76 songs?
Okay.
That's a pretty fat stack.
I think they ended with like some kind of online thing. Like you can like subscribe and get like 500 songs or something like that.
Oh, they're doing a subscription service. Okay.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think this game
Might be cool. I would like to see some of the older songs that have disappeared over the years.
Right.
There it is. Paid in-game subscription service with over 500 songs at launch.
Several other games have done this type of thing. Even the fucking baseball game that I like here, they have like a subscription service for like different songs and stuff. It's kind of weird. It's in a game that you're already like paying for, honestly. But
it's like a karaoke game,
right? Yeah,
500 songs. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Another 2D HD.
Yeah, triangle strategy. I mean,
HD 2D again.
Yeah, coming very soon.
Looks cool. Not the genre for me, but
I'm not so much into the strategy RPGs personally.
Right. So this is like Final Fantasy Tactics, I guess. Is that what we're going for? Yeah. But original game instead.
Genki, you into this? You picking this one up or?
I might try this one out. I do like the strategy games, so yeah.
Oh,
It's a bit like Fire Emblem, right?
Yeah, to an extent. It's. I mean, I'm kind of talking out of my ass, but it seems like James said, kind of more like Final Fantasy Tactics-y type of thing, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
The demo, it's got a demo, and you can transfer your save data to the full game up to chapter 3.
That's pretty.
It's quite generous.
Yeah.
Ooh, got another one for Ty after this. Well, Ty's probably not going to get the Switch version, but
Right.
Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course comes out in June. Looks awesome. Oh, and the TV show.
Right.
Did anyone watch the TV show yet?
Yeah, I watched the first episode so far.
It's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
It's like all classic Disney style, but like modern humor, I guess. But like really, really well made. Looks exactly like the game. It's amazing. Talking about updates.
Yes.
This was the weirdest update for Metroid Dread ever. Because they're like, okay, we're adding 2 different modes to it. Dread mode, which is 1 hit and you're dead.
Cool.
So the one complaint that people have for Metroid is it's too hard. And they're like, okay, let's make it harder.
Nerds.
Let's make it harder. Are you fucking insane? But then they go immediately after that with, oh no, and we'll also make it really incredibly easy. So you can choose rookie mode as well.
Baby game journalist mode. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ouch. That's bad.
So that's already I remember my Metroid getting updated. I didn't open it up to see what it's like, but I don't believe you can change it mid-game though. You have to start a brand new game.
That's right.
So you have to start a rookie mode game or a dread mode game.
Right.
And the demo will also be updated. Oh, interesting. I didn't notice that before. So you can play an easy demo, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I think that's good. It helps if you're on the fence about buying the game. Obviously, a demo is a good way to do it. And if you add that mode in there, then people can see that. And then Boss Rush coming up in April 2022. That's cool too. So
again, playing every single one of the bosses back to back, not something a lot of people would want, but
I think it's cool.
But yeah, that's cool. That's a free update, so no one's complaining.
Hi Tony also had a comment about the Triangle Strategy. He said, I played the demo a bit, very close to Final Fantasy Tactics, but the story so far didn't click with me, unfortunately. Okay. Well, thank Christ there's a demo then. And yeah.
Okay, this was the weirdest part of the fucking direct. Okay. This is the Earthbound, right?
Right.
So did they start with Earthbound or Beginnings? Yeah. Earthbound Beginnings? Or yeah, Earthbound first, right?
Earthbound first.
Okay.
And then
so
Beginnings after.
So this was the tone. So they Earthbound is finally coming to NSO. And then the next one. And Earthbound Beginnings is coming to NSO. And that's it. It's like, what? What kind of fucking blue ball is that? It's like well, I don't know if anyone else was thinking it, but like fucking Mother 3, hello. Yeah. Earthbound 2, whatever you want to call it. I thought they were going to end with that. But no.
Yeah. Well, I think
it's the stupidest thing ever. Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really care, honestly. I was watching the Japanese one. I don't remember if they showed it in the order of Famicom first and then Super Famicom 1. I don't remember.
I think it was the same.
Yeah, I mean, for Mother 3, I mean, then they would have to, if they want to do it with the same release way that they're doing all this shit, then they would have to add GBA. So, like, I think the moment that they add GBA, get ready to be mad, Earthbound fans, because Japan will probably get Mother 3 and you won't.
I just thought Nintendo had been doing better with this kind of stuff recently. Like, things that have never been translated ever. Like, they've been translating it. Like, there wasn't one of those old Fire Emblem games, right? Never had an English translation. And then we got this, Live Alive. I know that's not Nintendo, but like, there's been a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, Famicom Detective Club.
Yeah.
It's like things, they never had an English version. Boom, there you go, English, done. And I really thought that's what they were going for with this. And it's like, no, that's it. Just the ROMs. Enjoy. So weird. But that I always crack up at that. Do you guys know Hard Drive, the kind of comedy gaming website?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like they've got a great one about this. It's like Earthbound fan excited to play Earthbound for the first time.
Yep.
It really is like that, isn't it?
I think they're preparing people to play for Mother 3. So hopefully this is the start and Mother 3 will come later. Or Earthbound 3.
Maybe.
I think, given everything that's been kind of happening over the past couple of years, like you said, James, like a lot of these franchises are just games that had never seen life outside of Japan. They're seeing that, and I don't think Nintendo is ignoring that. Maybe. And actually, Haitani just brings something up here too. There was a talk about a pseudo leak recently about Mother 3, or rather about the business decision why it was never released. Huh, interesting. I haven't seen anything. And then JCat, give us Mother 3, Reggie.
Reggie lied to us.
He did. Again.
Post the photo of him shrugging.
Yeah. The guy who wore a Metroid pin and then announced Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. That guy. Yep. That's the one guy we can trust.
Reggie. Reggie's legend.
Getsu Fumiden is out now.
Cool.
That was cool. I know that was like announced, not announced.
It's good to see Konami making proper video games.
Right. Not just baseball and football and /soccer games.
Lego Smash Brothers.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Ooh,
okay.
fun.
Called Lego Brawls.
Huh.
Can you make your own Lego guys? Does it have rollback netcode?
Yes.
Wow. Some of these things I didn't even know. I didn't really properly watch the Western ones. Like, I don't even know some of this stuff that's being shown on here.
2 Point Hospital? No, 2 Point Campus.
Isn't that like a soap opera?
It is now. And then Mario Kart 9. Then it raised out and 8.
Yeah. I mean, I think I said this on like the last episode or one of a few different times, but a lot of people were saying like, "Ugh, we need Mario Kart 9." It's like, why? It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling so well, like on the Switch. I don't think there's a reason.
Well, I thought that, but then they announced Splatoon 3, not Splatoon 2 DLC.
Yeah, but I mean,
Nintendo don't really do sequels on the same console, right?
Yeah,
I mean, Splatoon 3 kind of threw a spanner in the works. But
Splatoon 2 is kind of a weird thing too. I mean, it's a sequel, but like kind of not really. But yes, it is.
So anyway, we're talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pack. Is that what it's called?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Japanese is so boring. It's just like, this downloadable, course pack. It's like, oh, no special name or anything.
So the first wave is coming soon, right? Like this March, maybe? Yep.
No, yeah.
March 18th, I think it is.
Thank you.
Which is
March
the Golden
18th,
Mushroom Cup and Raccoon Leaf. Is that what it is? No, it's the Bell, is it? Cup?
Oh, it's a Bell.
They're going to run out of fucking ways to name these cups, aren't they?
Right.
And then wave 2 is Turnip Cup and Helicopter Mushroom Cup. Anyway, the biggest revelation was that Mario Kart Tour tracks are coming to it. So it's kind of like a confirmation that Mario Kart Tour is Mario Kart 9? ?
There it is.
Like, that's what I think.
They consider it the 9th Mario Kart.
Yeah, I think they consider it the 9th one because they put it like all the courses from the Mario Kart history, and like they put Mario Kart Tour in there. But it's good. I can race around London and Tokyo. That's cool.
Yeah, the one good thing about the mobile game is that they have real life countries, right? But no one could ever play it because it's in such an awful game that you have to play on your smartphone. But now you don't have to. You can play it with a real controller. So that's cool. So yeah, and the cool thing is you don't need to buy it. Well, none of us need to buy it because it's already part of the what do you call it? The expansion pack that we all have, right? So
like what I think it's so kind of weird about the whole situation like this, because back whenever they first announced the expansion pack and N64 games and then the Animal Crossing DLC, everyone was like, it's only gonna have one thing in DLC. It's like, no, I mean, why would they do that? That is absolutely insane. But I think Nintendo is being very cautious about how they want to do this, because if they were to say we want all of our DLC to be a part of this expansion pack, I don't think that they do. They want some games to they want people to pay extra money, like for Zelda or something like that. I don't see them including something like DLC for Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever as part of this pack. That's something I think they would leave out intentionally so that they can get more money. But
I wonder if characters will be added in this as well, because I think when when the Wii U DLC first came out, if you pre-ordered it, you got like extra Yoshi colors or something like that. I can't remember, something like that, very minor. So like I'm kind of interested to know, would they add like just little things like that, different colored Shy Guys or different Mario costumes or something like that? Because that's the one thing that I think is a good idea for Mario Kart Tour, is like having different kind of costumes. It's also in the AR game, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Like the one thing which is so dumb in Mario Kart 8 is that they have Tanuki Mario, Golden Mario, Silver Mario, regular Mario, all as separate characters, which is just the dumbest thing ever. Not just select Mario and then choose his costume. But in Home Circuit, they fixed that. And with Tour, I don't know, maybe Tour you could say they made it worse, because now there's like fucking 20 versions of Mario, right?
Got German Mario.
Yeah.
Baby pink metal Waluigi.
with Lederhosen for the German version, right?
Of course.
Like all the wedding silver Mario, gold Peach, right? Anyway. So anyway, there's going to be 6 waves over this year and next year.
Yep.
So by Christmas 2023, there will be how many tracks? 90? 48 courses.
I just had it up on our. I wrote up an article on the website.
Yeah,
It's there.
48 new ones plus 48.
48 plus
times
48.
2.
Yeah. So 96, right?
Yeah, 96.
90. The doubling the amount of tracks.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, the complaints are that they don't look as detailed as the main courses, which is true. But they're making 48 tracks.
Yeah.
So I doubted that they would have as much detail.
Because I think they look fine, but
they're just kind of like a little bit more simplified than regular ones.
I would say it's pre-release. Well, it is, but
I think
get too much.
I mean, say what you will about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but the detail in those courses is insane. Like, it's not only just background details, but they've got like background animations and things going on. It's like a whole world. It's like, do you know that YouTube channel, like Boundary Break?
Yeah, I love that.
Like Boundary Break for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks, man. It's just insane. Like how much detail is going on that you don't even see. There's like, little guys, making ice cream in a little hut, like way in the distance. You never even see it, but it's there. Those kind of crazy details will not be in these new courses, I imagine. But the courses will look nice, but it just won't have that insane detail that the regular tracks do. So
sure, just
set your expectations, I guess. So yeah, you can spend. Is it 25 bones? I guess in America, $25.
Yeah, 2,500 yen here. Exactly 2,500 yen.
£22, 49 pence for some reason.
Well, it's conversion rates and stuff. They're trying to keep it the same across the board.
Do you know what it is in yen, Danny? The Japanese?
2,500 even.
Okay.
2,500 yen.
Okay, which is a good deal, I would say.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And if you have, if you have the expansion pack, it's just included. So like, yeah, that's cool. Will I personally? I'm not really excited about this, I guess, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of Mario Karted out, to be perfectly honest with you.
Fair enough.
Why do you need another Mario Kart after you have 64 on the N64 pass?
Dude, right?
Oh, but Ty, like, things like Choco Mountain, like all those like N64 tracks are going to be added in this new.
Wow, exciting! I can play them in a shitty Mario Kart.
They'll be in HD. They'll be in HD.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm gonna take this 320 pixel game and like blow it up on my TV. Let's go.
Those chocolate boulders are going to be actual polygons now, not sprites.
Right.
Right then. Xenoblade 3. Does anyone care?
I mean,
Genki, do you care about Xenoblade 3?
I haven't played I played the first one, so a bit. So yeah, I like the art style and I like Monolith Soft. I like the studio.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the same. I mean, I played the hell out of Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. Great game. Some people hate it. I thought it was fine, but
I like the
very
music.
different.
I like to listen to it while I do other stuff.
Dude, yeah.
I've never played the game.
Chronicles X?
Nope.
Just
never played any
No.
Xenoblade.
The music from which game?
Oh,
probably the first one, the Wii one, probably.
Oh, I mean,
Gawa Plains, the classic one that everyone knows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even played the game, and I know that track.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just let autoplay go and it'll play whatever.
Yeah, no, great music. I mean, if you're an RPG fan, Eaton's good. On the Switch right now, lots of good stuff. This will probably be a really fun game. I don't know. I haven't even played 2, but some people are saying that with the Xenoblade games on the Switch, like you can jump in to like that. What's the one? Torna, like the kind of like the prequel
Golden Country,
or whatever. Yeah, and it's like cheaper than like a full ass Xenoblade game. So maybe somewhere good to start. Actually, Haitani asked Sue, how much is the Nintendo Switch expansion pack? In the US, it's like $50. So like, obviously and then what they'll do, they'll basically say like, okay, pay a little bit more money. And then from this day next year, your thing will renew or whatever or something. They kind of do it a weird way. But
also props to Nintendo for saying they're not going to talk about any games, outside the first half of 2022. and then end with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, September 2022. Brilliant. So Breath of the Wild, that's the reasoning, I assume, why they're not talking about Breath of the Wild 2, right? And then they just talking out their ass, as usual.
Yeah, they're saving Breath of the Wild 2 for like that E3 period where
Yeah.
they're gonna show it off. And then
Hopefully
they'll probably
they've,
come out at the end of the year.
Hopefully they got a name for it by then.
Nope.
You know, 2 months before the game comes out.
Oh yeah, we knew we forgot something.
Right. One guy puts his hand up. So what's it actually called? And they're just scrambling with like papers, like, oh shit, oh, whoa. Well, we've got a couple of names. You can choose.
The Witcher 3.
That's the Wild Hunt.
Yes. All right.
Because it's called Wild Hunt, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Yeah.
Well,
That's the direct.
yes, that's the direct. Lots of stuff.
Anything
cool stuff,
non-direct or?
Hmm?
Then there was the Capcom direct, right?
Yeah.
That Ty watched.
Right.
Yes, I
And
did
actually,
watch it.
we're going to be talking about some Capcom stuff here. And Genki, do you want to take that first little bit of news there? Well, after the direct.
Is it the Capcom stuff?
Yep.
GK.
Yeah.
Okay, just read
Sorry.
this.
Yes.
I'll
you
provide
have
a visual aid.
Yeah. Feel free. You don't have to.
Thanks, Ty.
Yeah,
There we
you don't
go.
have to read it out. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Capcom revealed the Capcom Fighting Collection, which is set to release on June 24th. The collection features the following 10 games: Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, Vampire Savior, Vampire Hunter 2, Vampire Savior 2, Red Earth, the first time on the console,
Woo!
Cyberbots, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper Street Fighter 2, and Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix. Additionally,
Mix.
yeah, that looks cool. Additionally, Japan is getting an exclusive physical 2-pack that comes with the game and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Awesome.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh,
I busted out the
Wow.
Darkstalkers noodle stoppers for this one. Whoa. Okay.
Cool. Interesting bit of trivia about this is that only the Switch version has got rollback netcode, and the Xbox version is just regular.
You're making
delay,
shit up.
Delay based.
no, you're gonna
I'm
get
just
a
seeing
heart attack.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, believe me, I already did the research here. This isn't a perfectly smooth edge, so it's not going to work great for noodle stoppers. But anyway, by the way, 5 of those are Darkstalkers games. I'm not sure if you know all the titles, but yes, there's 5 fucking Darkstalkers ROM.
Wow, I
Nice.
did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, with the one thing that I thought was really cool is that there are physical versions of the game just coming out, but in Japan the 2-pack, which they're selling digitally in the West, there's a physical version that's coming out for the Switch and the PS4. There is not going to be a physical Xbox version, and I think you could. Yeah, I think we all understand why. I mean, Genki, you do enough like on Twitter, man, just telling people how it is in Japan. It's like people don't buy Xbox games, and if people are into Xbox, they probably have Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they have Xbox, it's Game Pass, and like if you go into the game stores in Japan, like they hardly have any physical Xbox games. It's also because of Microsoft, they're promoting Game Pass so much, so like they're not encouraging people to buy physical games also. So yeah, there's like it makes sense that they don't make physical versions for Xbox in Japan because the market's so small.
Right. Xbox users don't buy video games. Everyone knows that.
Right.
And they buy them just online, I guess.
Right.
I remember when there was a Darkstalkers collection on PS3 and Xbox, and if I remember, Japan got a physical version of that, and it was only Japan.
Of what now? Sorry, I was kind of like
Darkstalkers collection on 360 and PS3.
Okay.
Unless I'm misremembering, but I think Japan is the only region that got a physical version of that, and it was download only for everyone else.
Well, okay. James Allen, can somebody tell me what a noodle stopper is? Are you trying to troll me?
I know that's a question I get frequently. Actually, it's a figure that you put on your cup noodles. Right. You put it to keep the lid down.
Right. That was my question a while back. I was like, "What is that?" You were even explaining to me. I was like, "What?" And then you showed me. Okay.
Okay.
But
right.
I think back to like the physical things for Xbox. I mean, it could have just been at the time 360 era, PS3 era. I think more Japanese people were buying stuff physically, even on those consoles. I mean, the thought of the internet was scary, and it's a wild, wild west. You can't, whatever. But these days, yeah, anything goes.
Well, not every game was downloadable back in the day, right?
That's true too. Yeah.
Right.
Nobody wanted to download a 20 gig Blu-ray game.
Yeah,
over
but like that was like
modem.
primarily like a download game. It was designed to be a download game. It was on Xbox Live Arcade.
Still using 56K modems back then.
Right.
Yeah. So about this collection, did a little digging. I know that it's not the usual guys that get to do the ports. It's not Digital Eclipse. And they also said rollback netcode, and I'm pretty sure these things are connected. So yeah, because the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection did not get rollback netcode, and it sucks. And this one is getting rollback netcode, so that's nice. And I think it's maybe because they're doing it in house, or they didn't get like a lowest bidder operation to do the ports.
The message is definitely getting through, isn't it, Ty? I mean,
yeah, I have nothing but harsh words for those guys.
But I just mean, things like this getting rollback. I mean, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've had rollback on emulators for like 10 or 15 years.
Can't do it.
But,
impossible.
You know how Japanese companies work, right? It takes 10 or 15 years to get the facts.
Right.
It's open source.
Nope, don't trust it.
But I don't actually know who's doing the collection. I just know that it's not Digital Eclipse.
Okay. Well, I mean, with Street Fighter news, Ty, I mean, I wrote just a little bit on the agenda here because I figured you'd know a lot more about this than I ever will. But how about you take that next little bit?
Okay, so yeah, they showed a Street Fighter 6 teaser with a very wide boy Ryu.
Yeah.
And the new Zoomer character they introduced in Street Fighter 5. What's his name? Luke. And a lot of people are jokingly pointing out that he looks kind of like Ninja, the streamer. So yeah,
they also stole my clip art logo that I made at university in 5 minutes on Photoshop, and they didn't pay me for it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of very funny logos on Twitter. People are like doing their own joke mock-ups and serious mock-ups.
They owe me $80, by the way.
Yeah. Apparently, also some like random Taiwanese company has that as their logo, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to change it, even if it's not just a placeholder, which we're all hoping it is.
It's not.
San Francisco 6.
Right.
It's like San Francisco Cafe 6.
There it is.
Right, like clipart.ping with like a fucking Discord notification that says you have 6 messages. It's not great. So we don't know a whole lot except Ryu is getting shoes for the first time.
Yeah, that's a nice feet with the nice sandals.
Right? Yeah, series first. And when Luke came out, he was like the last character they added in Street Fighter 5. They said, "Oh, he's going to be a new important character. He's going to have a big role in Street Fighter 6." And they've been planning this for a while, apparently.
I'm excited that now 3 generations of Street Fighter games have missed Nintendo consoles.
Yep.
Good times.
Right.
Danny, do not bring up the fucking 3DS game or I'll punch you through the wall.
Best version.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of okay when it came out, but...
Okay, Nintendo home console, okay.
Right, okay.
There you go.
So yeah, we don't know a whole lot about that. We know that a lot of people who were involved with Street Fighter 5 are no longer at Capcom. So that's a thing.
Or alive.
Yeah.
Yes, that is.
Yes, I murdered them. Okay, I don't know any other secret information. None of that.
I like the new direction they're going in with the art style. It's like more realistic, and they're like taking advantage of the RE engine, which they use for like the Resident Evil games. So I think that's really cool.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Genki, you were talking about it on Twitter the other day, and I totally forgot because I assumed RE meant Resident Evil, right? But like it means something else.
Oh yeah, I thought it meant Resident Evil Engine 2 because they first used it for Resident Evil 7.
Right.
But it means reach for the moon.
That's
I don't know how they worked that one out, but
What?
yeah.
That doesn't
I
make
thought
sense.
like it's a zombie hand, but it's actually like a hand reaching for the moon.
Yeah.
If you look at the RE Engine logo, it's kind of funny. It's really
I
funny.
call bullshit on that. I think somebody's just making it up.
Well,
Reach
we
for the
know,
moon.
man.
It's like that saying. It's like aim for the moon, at least you'll clear the fence, right? So maybe
Yeah.
that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, I would like to know more about the development of this game because you remember Street Fighter 4? Like a lot of the heavy lifting in that was farmed out to Dimps.
Dimps.
Yeah, and like Ultimate or Marvel vs. Capcom 3, a lot of that was farmed out to aiding. So like I don't know how much of this is getting farmed out with just like a Capcom producer at the helm. We'll see.
I really thought they would have done just a quick downloadable Street Fighter 4 on Switch by now. It just seems such like a no-brainer, right? But
Yeah.
There was a
nothing's happened.
3DS version of Street Fighter 4, right?
Right.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
like it totally missed Wii U, obviously. And Wii, obviously.
We got Tekken Tag.
Got Tekken,
Yeah.
Tekken Tag, yeah, same game, right?
Did I tell you
Yes.
guys that I went out and I bought Tekken Tag for Wii U
Yeah, I think you did.
for like
Oh,
$5?
that's the one with like Princess Peach skins in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the goofy item mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one day I'm gonna hook the Wii U back up and have some
It's kinda
fun
like-
with that.
That's what I
I
meant.
thought
I
it's
bought a
actually
North
supposed to be
American.
all right.
Well, I bought a North American Wii U fucking 6 months ago. I haven't even taken it out of the box.
Good job.
Yeah.
Next.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom is all we needed on Wii back then. Oh, that game needs a re-release.
That was cool. I remember, man, I bought that before it
What-
came out in the West. I was like the coolest kid on the internet forums for like a week.
That game slaps. It it didn't get everything it truly deserved. But it's easy to emulate upscaled at least.
Well, speaking of, well, death. Okay, we weren't. But
Speaking of
now
easy
we
to
are.
upscale.
All right.
Yes. So yeah, some bad news. If you primarily game on your Wii U or 3DS,
You poor bastard.
yeah. So Nintendo's shutting down the eShop on both the Wii U
Oh,
and
man.
3DS. This is going to come into place in March 2023. So like the ability to make purchases with credit cards, that's something that's been disabled in Japan and also in why is my icon there? Okay.
Europe.
And Europe, thank you, for a while now. But it's the ability to do that is leaving North America on May 23rd. And then on August 29th or 30th, kind of depending on where your region is, the ability to actually add funds via prepaid cards will also be disabled. You'll be able to, basically, you can use your shared account balance from My Nintendo up until the closure if you want to. Or you can add games. If you bought like a download card or something like that, you can actually just plug in the code and get your games that way and DLC and stuff. But yeah, then after that, March, not really a specific date or anything like that, but once that's out of there, then yeah, you can't buy any more things, but you'll still be able to like re-download your games and get updates and stuff like that too. So yeah, it's kind of weird, kind of like the end of an era, right? I mean, the eShop started on the 3DS, for crying out loud, and here it is still going.
Really? All right, because it was the shopping channel before that, wasn't it?
eShop, yeah.
Also, I like how you put the rip very near to the Switch, Danny. You made it completely confusing. Good job.
No, it's what? No. It's above the Wii U, and then
all in the same picture. Yeah, rip. Yeah. Anyway,
well,
so
it was just it was a UK Nintendo UK picture. I just slapped those on there in like 2 seconds. Sue me.
So Ty, as a person who has never bought anything on the 3DS or Wii U eShop, how do you feel about this?
I hope all the pirates have successfully archived everything so we can still play these games forever.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I forgot what it is. One of like a bigger kind of like organization that it's deals with like game preservation and stuff like that. Like they couldn't get Nintendo to work with them to do this kind of thing, which is not surprising from Nintendo being Nintendo. I think Nintendo of America, Nintendo of Europe, they'd be down to like do this type of stuff, but Japanese companies are very different when it comes to this type of stuff.
People have been making lists about how many games will be lost, and there's a lot of games that will never see the light of day ever again. You know, things that were exclusive to those eShops.
Yeah. Oh man, Haitani brings up something interesting too. It said, didn't Xenoblade X or Chronicles X didn't have those free DLCs which up like performance and stuff like that if you got the disc version? Yes. Exactly. I wonder what's going to happen with that. That's a
that's a quote unquote free download. It's like a $0 download, so those will not be available. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that, like language packs as well. They count as download packs that you have to buy for 0 currency, but you do have to buy
you won't be able to purchase them if you haven't downloaded them already.
Yeah,
you won't be able to download them.
So if you get the physical version, whatever, from a secondhand shop, you're screwed, basically. But you know, like Pushmo, Pulmo, whatever, all those games.
Dylan.
Yeah. Box Boy.
Sakura Samurai.
Sakurai Samurai, yeah, man. Yeah, actually recently the Nintendo, shortly after they announced this, to kind of like change course, you know, they did that thing where they said, hey, here's all your most played Wii U and 3DS games. And then in Japan, they put together a list of the top selling 15 games on the 3DS eShop for the past 10 years in like 1 year increments. And I went through and translated like all the titles and put them up there. And just kind of like going through the list, you know, seeing Sakura Samurai and like some of these other games that were like on the 3DS, it's like, man, that kind of like brought me back. Like when we were first starting out the show, these are some of the games that we were talking about.
I mean, I guess the 3DS and the 3DS eShop is linked to the Famicast history, isn't it? Danny eShop Bivens.
Yeah.
Right? That was your nickname for a long time, right?
Well, for at least about a year, until everybody else who had more time and money than me were buying a hell of a lot more stuff. But
you bought a lot of shit back in the day, didn't you?
I did.
But then Nintendo took over that crown.
Oh man, Don.
He just bought everything.
Don buys everything, man.
I was in Tsutaya the other day actually, and I went to the 3DS section of like used games, and there were little holes and little gaps in the section. And there was one lady right in front of me. She had like 6 or 7 3DS games in her hand. Yeah, and just putting it in a basket. So I was like, oh, it's like people are buying them up, like the physical versions.
She knows.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, and I mean, there's some games, especially some of those later games, you know, like Luigi's Mansion and the Kirby, the Wii game port and stuff like that. Some of that stuff, I think, well, if you're a collector, that's the type of stuff to like pick up now before it gets crazy.
Yeah. You got that Box Boy trilogy, haven't you, Danny? The physical version.
Yeah, and
that's going to be worth insane amounts.
It's already worth some money, and with that amiibo.
With the amiibo, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one of the rarest amiibos in the world.
Oh, the Metroid amiibos? I had those going for like loads of money.
Oh, really?
As well. The Metroid, the Samus Returns ones as well.
Oh,
the squidgy, well. The squidgy Metroid.
I got that. I should have left it in the box. But no, I got this old Box Boy one.
Oh wow, yeah,
that everything.
He's so
must
cute.
Be rare too.
This is a great little piece, and I
it's like 200 bones, isn't it, at the moment, Danny? It's going for around about
$200. I just paid retail. Yeah, retail for it. It was cool.
Buy a second house.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, other cool things too. But anyway, I'll stop this showing off more stuff. Yeah, next. James, you're next, actually.
Oh wow, I get the best news, do I?
The banger.
Jesus Christ. Isn't it going to be over? No, it's not. Okay. So February 22nd, yesterday, the time we're recording, till the 28th, you can download an absolute banger for free. It's called Nekotomo, which means cat friend in English. It will also be 50% off until the 7th of March, bringing it down to 2,640 yen. So I guess it was like already a low price game. So is this like a Nintendogs kind of pet simulator kind of thing?
Like,
I'm assuming.
I was watching the trailer. I don't know why.
Mashi.
No, it's like you're teaching them to talk. like something weird like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but I mean,
Makes sense.
I think for a game for kids, it'd be fun. And actually, I just saw an interesting article on a 4Gamer Japanese website.
Mhm.
It talked about some other pet game on the Switch recently. They knocked their price down way down, and it sold over like 500,000 copies. So, like, yeah,
There we go. Neko Tomodachi Collection.
that's
There
it.
it is.
That's it.
I think this is one of the game trial games that I will not be downloading. But
Yeah, you'll
I
just be
usually-
buying immediately. Got it.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Kawaii the shop. Cute.
Kawaii. It's so cute.
Mechi kawaii ni.
Yeah.
Right then, Genki, do you want to take the last news article?
Okay, sure. More N64 goodness is just on the horizon.
Whoa.
Starting Friday, February 25th, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask will be added to the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack service. Per usual, was NCL. NCL. Nintendo also provided
Collaboration
some.
Collection.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Provided some digital guides from 64 Dream. You can find them linked up in our article.
Yeah.
Nice.
So one kind of
That's
cool
cool.
thing that they've been doing here recently, NCL, that being Nintendo, with the release of these N64 games, they have articles from old ass magazines that they have that you can just download for free. And I put them on our English articles on the site. So if you check out the website, you can see them. I mean, they're like, for this game, it's particularly like 2 actual kind of like mini guides. So yeah, pretty cool. And thank you, James, for posting that. So,
Okay.
yes. Okay. Well, I think that's going to actually do it for the news. That was a really long one today, but we got through it. So next up, James.
Cue the music. I'm going to give you some music this time.
Okay.
Right then, welcome. It's another episode of Fukubukuro of Fabulousness, where I'm going to give you a whole bunch of bargain deals, good games this time that you might want to actually buy. And today, inspired by our special guest star, Genki, we're going to do games on the Japan eShop today. So these are in yens. But I think a whole bunch of them will probably be available on your eShop of choice. So these are games that are in Japan, but yeah. So I forgot what the filters that I put on. So the filters I have are 80% higher or higher Metacritic score. Whoa. And under 2,000 yen. Okay, so these are good games that are not too expensive. So Genki, you can tell me, are there any of these games that you don't have yet? And if you don't, you should probably get them. So we'll start with the obvious one. Cuphead, you got that one?
No, I don't have that one.
Oh, might want to start with that one.
Yeah.
25% off at the moment, only just under 1,500 yen.
That's good.
Child of Light Ultimate Edition, 790 yen at the moment. Absolute bargain, down from almost 3,000 yen. You like your adventures, action adventures, right?
Yeah, I like that. Ubisoft game, it's good.
Super Meat Boy is more of a platformer.
I was trying to sell one of my students on that today.
Do you like rock hard platforming games, Genki?
No.
Okay, let me skip that one.
It is so good, though.
It's a good game, though.
It's not that hard, coward.
Now, Spiritfarer, this is kind of new. This was on a semi-recent Nintendo Direct. I've actually forgotten what it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is, Genki? Have you heard of this one?
No,
Spiritfarer?
I haven't seen that one before.
Okay. Is this only physical? Oh no, it's on the eShop as well. So this is, I think it's. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, you like helping people, their souls go to the other world. It's like 2D kind of side view adventure game.
It's a bit like Spirited Away, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It calls it Simulation Adventure. Anyway, might want to check that one out. Moonlighter as well. I've heard good things about that one. Have you heard that one?
Oh no, but I like the art style. It looks cool.
Also, it is cool, isn't it? I think this is like not an RPG per se, but like Oh, I think I just clicked on the eShop page. Shit, never mind. Where is it? This one. Yes. So this is like a RPG adventure game with a cute art style.
Very Zelda. Like Link to the
Yeah.
Past.
Yeah. Link to the Past looking thing. So that might catch your eye. That is only 500 yen, 510 yen, down from 2,000.
Nice.
That's a bit of a bargain. Now, I played Yoku's Island Express, the demo, and I wasn't a big fan. It's like a pinball game, but like an adventure game. But you're playing like pinball style. It's kind of fun. That's down. That's also like 500 yen at the moment. There is a demo. If you play the demo and you like it, it might be worth it. Ukulele, which is basically Banjo-Kazooie. Oh no, Impossible Layer. Shit, that's the 2D one, isn't it?
Oh yeah. But...
Oh, this is more like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So that's down to 800 yen at the moment, down from over 3,000. So that could be worth picking up. I like that actually. I actually played the demo. I really liked it. I didn't get the full game, but actually now I see it 800 yen. I might pick that one up. Overcooked 2. This is the one I got. This is the one I talked about in my new business. There it is, 687 yen. I had some gold coins, so I brought it down to like under 500. So yeah, I would say, Genki, you say you have a son. That's a good game to play with him.
Oh, okay.
It's like
that's a good
cooking.
price.
Yeah, it's a cooking game. You play. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I've seen videos.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun, and for that price, it's an absolute steal. Is there anything else? Trine 4. That is another multiplayer adventure game. You might. That might be a little bit difficult for your son, but you might enjoy it. That's under 500 yen, down from 2,600. Yeah, that's an absolute bargain. That is an absolute bargain.
Less than $5.
Absolutely. So yeah, those would be my recommendations. But
cool
bargain action adventure games. So yeah, please do enjoy. So yeah, I was using Deco Deals if you guys want to check out the prices in your own region.
Yeah, actually,
console.
Yeah, because actually, JCat asked that. He's like, "What site is this?" Yeah, Deco Deals.
Deco Deals.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll post the link in the chat. Yeah, keeping it short and sweet today because we had lots of news today, right?
Right. But yeah, well, next, I think if you just look at Ty's video here, you get to see the room is just full of trash. So let's just go ahead and he has a knife. Oh my god!
Put the knife down.
Yeah. All right, let's get fucking crazy.
Let's go.
All right, so every day I play UFO catchers online via streaming sites, and I get some free chances every day. Sometimes I'll put a little money in if I think I can snag something easily, or if you really want it. So we're gonna open these boxes up. I have 5 boxes, which is, I guess, about average. And we're gonna see what the hell I won in the last 2 weeks. All right,
noodle stoppers, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. No noodle escapes from my apartment.
So this is 2 weeks worth of goods?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I use 4 different sites. It might be 3 from now since Sega Catcher doesn't seem to accept my credit card anymore.
Huh.
Or I might have to switch to PayPay or some goofy service. But this unlabeled box, I'm pretty sure is from Tokyo Catch. All right, what do I? Yes, here we go. I got this for free for sure, 100%. I got it with my free daily ticket. It's the bunny hat, and I think the ears move by itself. Yeah. Oh, they sent me the entire dead rabbit.
Was this like Gangs of New fucking dead rabbits and all this stuff, man?
All right, yeah, and I think I can put a battery in here the ears move or something. I think that was in the description. So yeah,
wow.
And it fits nicely over my headphones. This kind of rules. All right, rabbit hat. I'm glad I opened this box first.
Yeah.
And all right, you guessed it, more fucking anime figures. All right, we have a new Asuka from Evangelion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is a pretty new figure, I think. She's got the eye patch in this one.
Hmm.
I'll throw it on the pile of other Asuka figures. And I got an anime chan from what the hell is this? Eromanga Sensei.
Oh.
All right.
James Allen says, "I'm hoping for another wig, dreadlocks."
Right.
And also,
I'm pretty sure
you've got to wear that for the rest of the show now. Obviously,
you know it. This is actually comfy. It's like it's warm. It's nice. I like it.
Sleeping that tonight.
Well, I don't know. There's like some hard plastic things in here. I think they do take batteries and they do something. I don't know what.
Mm.
All right. Next up.
Usually, when you get something from the internet that takes batteries and vibrates, it's not usually a hat. That looks like a rabbit.
Well, yeah. All right. This is another unlabeled box. I don't even know where this is from. I already tore the label off.
It's a bomb.
Right? This might not even be like UFO catcher.
Right?
Like, I don't know.
What does your postman think of you, Ty?
Well, yeah, that's an interesting question because each of these seems to use different delivery services. But yeah,
it doesn't matter, Ty. By now, all 3 of the parcel services know you.
Oh yeah, they do. They're like, hey, what's up? What's good? All right. Okay. Yeah. This is from Taito Catcher. All right. Shipping invoice, packing material, more anime figures. Let's go.
Hey Zeke, is this Kirby mouthful mode? It looks like Kirby has his mouth around Ty.
All right. We have another anime chan. All right. This is from that fucking quintuplet show. It's on Netflix. You might remember all the other figures and body pillows. All right, and we have a mystery box. You know what that means?
How naughty is this?
No, it means this is an exclusive color or something. Where did I put my murder knife? Here it is. To the Taito site. So Taito also, they make or distribute these figures. So on their own UFO catcher site and their arcades in Japan, they have exclusive variations of figures. They'll just be like a different color, or maybe they'll have a different facial expression or something. And it's a ReZero. Can you see this? She has the cat hoodie. You might remember last time I had the one. Yeah, you can see it back there. Like the standard one is like gray, but this is like the special black one that you can only get from Taito arcades. All right, throwing it on the pile. And Danny just saying, thoughtfully.
Just look, don't worry about me. Cyrus is here, actually. Ty.
Good shit.
Yeah, Cyrus. God bless his soul. Ty getting ever closer to reenacting that scene from E.T. where he's hiding in all the plushies.
Yes. What's good? Yeah, I can. One of these days, I'll just be up there, like in the background for 45 minutes before I move. That would be a good episode.
That'd be great.
All right.
I miss Simon and his humor. It's great.
Right. All right. So this is a box from Foreba, the most notoriously difficult of the UFO catcher sites. So let's see, what do they got for me? A couple of things. All right, that's kind of a big box. A lot of paper. Nice. Oh, it's like 2 things. All right, I got another ReZero figure.
Okay.
This is the other half of the, I guess, like a spooky monster theme one.
Yes.
Because I got the werewolf 18? One last time. Right?
Danny, do we need the over 18 thing? The banner?
Maybe for that one. And I have a mini vacuum sweeper.
Oh, it's a Roomba. It's amazing.
Yeah, actually, we can try it out. I think this is actually for like vacuuming out like fine electronics and stuff.
Huh.
I saw it and I'm like, I could use that.
Yeah, so, that's actually kind of neat.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see. I guess it charges by USB. That's neat.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, I'll clean out my keyboard and shit, and I'll report back.
Nice.
That was a cool thing. All right, next box. I'm pretty sure this one's from Tokyo Catch, I think.
Okay.
Because you can see where I tore off the big standard Japan Post label.
JCat has a question. I think everybody has the same question probably every week. For real though, how much is Ty spending on average per week on these UFO catchers?
Good question. It varies wildly. Sometimes it's zero, sometimes it's a lot. I can go audit my finances if you like.
Yes, we need a full audit by the next episode, please. You got 2
What
weeks.
percentage of your income is spent on these UFO catchers?
150%. Please. Candles, $2,400. Please help me. My family is starving. All right. Oh, okay. We got a whole bunch of anime figures. Let's go. You know what time it is? It's noodle stopper time.
Oh boy.
Hey-yo.
We got Ram looking. Wait. Is it Ram or Ram? There's like the blue-haired girl is Ram.
I don't know, but
this girl is what's her face? Ram, yeah. Yep.
Cyrus, he says, "Hey, all this RE0 merch is so weird because Rebecca Chambers looks so off model."
Right.
Yes.
See, same character.
Yeah.
We got kinky Halloween girl and we got a cute little winter coat girl.
Yeah. Yes, Cyrus. That's the most weird thing that's happening right now.
Yes. Yes.
Rebecca
All right.
Chambers' face.
What the hell is this? All right. Oh, we got the Spring Miku figure. Yep.
Wouldn't be
more
anime
Mikus
trash without Miku, huh?
Yep. Throw it on the pile. And we've got the fucking wedding quintuplets figure.
Oh,
I remember this one took me 3 or 4 tries to get, so $5. Yep. If you want to start the tax audit at home.
If you took that immediately to book off and sold it, could you get that much back?
Maybe. It hasn't been opened. I don't know how much does book off pay out. I could put it on Mercari or something and probably get the full value.
Right.
All right. So we got one more box. This one is from.
Might be worth looking into, Ty. Just to get rid of some of the stuff in your room.
Right. Let's see. We got Golton. This is the Sega site. Let's see what they got for me. Wow, this is packed tight. Hold on. Stab.
Oh, by the way, Danny, I have the answer to what is Karby in Japanese. I have the answer.
I just saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a picture to flash up if you need it at the end of the show, maybe.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. I think
I hope it's a good pun.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, maybe I don't.
All right.
Anyway, whatever.
Wow. All right. They sent me another thanks card with a survey. I think they send it with everyone now. All right. We got more anime figures. Let's go.
It's more like a letter asking you, "Are you okay?"
Are you okay? That's why they cut off my credit card.
You see?
Yes, the credit card doesn't work.
All right, we got another Anime-chan figure. She's one of the quintuplets. There's 5 of them, but they have different hair colors somehow.
Wholesome.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which one of these? All right. Yes, I finally got an NFT. Nami with fat titties.
Yes.
Got him. GG. This is really big. This is a big ass figure right here. Any One Piece fans?
Eh.
All right.
Definitely
and now,
piqued my interest.
Finally got it. My goth wife noodle stopper.
Okay. I think somebody who mentioned it in the chat or somewhere. Somebody's like, "Yeah,
No, that was Ty. That was Ty himself talking about Anime-chan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anime-chan. They're all Anime-chan.
Yes.
Especially Fate, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fate has like these really fucking cool figures all the time, and I just can't help but try and win them.
That's how they get you.
You can open up a museum.
I could.
You're gonna have to start charging people to come in soon.
Yeah. I gotta get
You have to
rid
do a
of
room tour
the-
sometime of all your figures and stuff.
Okay, I might. It'll probably just be like one 360-degree shot. Like, actually, I could probably just do it with this. All right, anybody get motion sickness?
Yes.
Oh wow, get ready.
All right, so here we go. All right, so
Do you
here's
remember
where
that
my
guy
video
who
game
married
shit is.
the guy who married his Love Plus character?
Yeah,
Vaguely.
I do.
All right, video games. Okay, by the way, that box up there, that's where like I put a lot of my duplicates and giveaway stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like you can see a whole bunch of shit stacked up there.
Damn.
Yeah, those are like all
That's
figures.
quite high, right? Have to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh wait, what happens when there's earthquakes?
I've survived all the earthquakes so far without knocking my shit over. So a lot of stuffed toys. We got another big pile of figures over there. We got some figures on display over here, and we got my clean clothes.
Oh,
You're
Where do you
nice.
sleep?
Awesome.
I sleep in that box like Dracula. And
Like
there's some
Vincent.
random
the
stuff up
plushes.
here.
Mhm.
Just like some big boxes and yeah. Scrabble. I
Killer
didn't get that
Instinct
from a
box?
UFO
What?
catcher.
Like
Those
Vincent from Final Fantasy VII, you just pop out of the box, right?
right. How's that angle? Okay. Yep. So that's a basic shot of my trash. I got some more stuff out in the hallway since I moved some of my shelves out there.
Awesome.
I think Cyrus puts it best.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And
Yep.
James Allen too. He's actually got a window in that room.
Yeah, I've got a window like right here.
Mhm, mhm.
That's nice.
Good.
No, I hate it. I hate the sun.
Yes. All right. Well, is that all the trash for today, Ty?
Yep, that's 5 boxes, right? Yep.
Okay.
Time for
Get a
some
good
Thanks,
trade.
Ty.
This hat rules, though. I love it.
Yeah.
Wicked
right.
hat.
Oh, yes, very. Okay. Well, next up, we're going to move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys.
Shopto feedback.
Yes. So if you guys have any feedback, comments, questions, anything like that you want to hit us up with, you can do so. If you want to do it via email, you can. You can email us at thefamicast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter at thefamicast. Sound off in comments on either the site article or just on the YouTube video, and we'll read it out like a few of these guys this time. James, and maybe we could, just a couple of things. I have a comment from Chariot Goblin from the last episode that I'll read. And actually, what do we got here?
Well, it's been bugging me since we talked about Kirby Discovery. What is Kirby in Japanese? The answer is Hobari Henke. So I guess the K is in reference to K cars in Japanese, right? This is just random off the cuff thinking here. So it's like basically transformation into a K car, which a K car are the very small cars, the most compact cars. So it's like Kirby compact car, I guess it would translate to something like that. Anyway, it's kind of untranslatable, but anyway, it's a different pan basically.
Right.
It's a Japanese pan. That's basically what I'm saying. So
because I actually Hinko, I knew that word, but Hinke, transformation, variation, metamorphosis. Yeah. Okay.
It's like in the yokai. I remember there's a yokai called Maika, which is like Maika.
Yeah, like whatever.
Like whatever.
Yeah,
and then in English it was like, I don't know, something like that.
Whatever.
whatever car.
That's an American accent.
Whatever.
Right. I don't give a car up. Something like that.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, in terms of feedback, I wanted to read off a comment from Chariot Goblin on YouTube. Always leaves us comments and stuff. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the show.
He said, "Hey, I enjoyed the direct live alive. Looks interesting. Mario Strikers and Wii Sports being back is huge. We have confirmation that Mario And we have a confirmation that Mario Kart Tour is mainline. Lol. Yes. That's right.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
You want some tweets?
Yeah. Just a couple.
Don't have very many.
Actually-
Lady Lynn. Sorry, what?
Go for it. Nothing.
Lady Lindis was saying, "Come on, Nintendo. These are the only things I can actually buy with platinum points, and the Japan only." Wonder what she's talking about. It is it's the Earthbound notebook and
Right.
keyring. So yeah, that's apparently Japan only.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's always cool stuff popping up on My Nintendo Japan. I don't understand why they don't make all this stuff the same across all regions, but there it is.
Yeah. Well, in the past I would have said because of Reggie, but
Yeah,
I don't know what to say now.
Right.
Got one from Trempol Brown. He said his 3DS memory got wiped. He was trying to share his 3DS memory thing.
Right.
Because he had Nintendo ID issues. Yeah, a bunch of people had that problem actually. Yeah. So it's not as accurate. But what's he got here? The free Pokemon game.
Mhm.
It's like his most played, and then Smash on Wii U, and what is it? Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS. Wow, good luck to him.
Yeah.
Genki, thank you for tweeting that out.
Some guy, Genki.
Some guy. Genki. And Genki, a lot of people hyped for hearings. Genki on the show. Yo, that's awesome. Definitely tuning in from Jody DeHart.
Yeah, thanks, Jody. Shout out
JJ
to
Jack
Jody.
Gitz, it says, "Whoa, nice, gonna check it out."
Nice one.
And Trogdor, the Elden Lord,
Great name.
says, "I'm gonna come through for support." So yeah, thank you. And Adam, PlayStation Symbols, says he'll be there to support you, man.
Yeah.
Wow, lots of people. Awesome indeed. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. If you came to the show for Genki, then thank you. We appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
He's not going to be on every week, but you know that you can come back and watch us. You know that we would appreciate it.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. Now that you put it that way,
the one episode. This is the one episode they watch. That's it.
Come back. These guys are cool. Check it out.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah. Well,
so Danny, anything else on the YouTube? So is that it?
That's all we're gonna do for today. It is getting quite late. Yeah, man. Wow. All right.
Although
so
I will chime in real quick. I put together the little mini vacuum cleaner thing I got, and it has cute little eyes.
Oh, nice.
And it's got this little nozzle here, so you can like vacuum out your keyboard.
I'm sorry. What? That looks like it's got a schlong hanging out the bottom.
It's the vacuum dick.
Oh my god!
And it even has like a little brush accessory, so you can brush and vacuum with his dick.
Brilliant.
Oh man,
he's kind of cute though. Like he's got the eyes. I love him.
Not anymore. He was cute. He put a knob on him.
I guess it.
Oh my god.
Cool.
All right. Well,
what a way to end it.
Now that we've gotten to this point, I guess that's gonna be the end of the show.
Yes.
That nozzle looks like.
Thanks, Dave.
We're not calling this episode Roomba Penis, by the way. Don't worry about that.
Maybe. And
I'll try to
I didn't say it. You did.
Yeah.
You gotta put a link where I can buy that.
Yeah.
This? I have no idea. Oh, and the USB cable they sent me. It looks like the same kind I can use on my Xbox or my phone. So that's nice.
You can't buy it. They just send it to you.
Okay?
Right. Just the certain people get it.
Oh, I see.
All right. Well, before we leave and close out the show, we're going to go ahead and give out our Twitter handles so you can guys follow us on Twitter if you aren't already. If you want to follow me, you can. You can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIVJC. Where can the fine folks find you?
I am at Mark Family Complicated. Thank you. That's what they say in Japan.
Yes.
At the Mark.
Ty.
I'm Super Cat Drugs on Twitter. Please follow me for absolutely deranged shit.
Yes. And Genki. Where can the people?
Genki_JPN. Yeah, please follow me for pictures around Japan.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
absolutely. And if you guys aren't already following Genki, you're stupid. So do it.
All right, calm down.
Calm down.
Yeah. Okay. It took a little bit too far. But
An asshole.
yeah, nothing new here. All right. Well, like I said, that is going to do it for the show. Genki, dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. We're definitely going to have you on another time.
Yeah, for sure. It's fun. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And Ty James, as always, the pleasure is all yours.
That's
and,
right.
and, yeah, we will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for listening live, watching live, and all that stuff. Thank you for downloading whatever you do, however you consume the show. We appreciate it. And we will catch you next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Ciao.
Toodles.
Out.
Janet.
Not done yet.
That
Nope,
baby
wrong button.
was crying.
Bye.